to unmute yourself until and unless we call your name. And thank you for your cooperation. Keep muted yourself, please. Keep muted. Thank you. So we are scheduled for 6 o'clock and it is 6:15. There are many distinguished guests, heavyweight political leaders from South and Georgia. They are here. So we will start without any further delay at this time. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our Georgia State Chapter President, a legendary political leader and community activist in Georgia, Dr. Rashid Malik, for his opening remarks. Dr. Rashid Malik.
Hello, good evening, everybody. It is my pleasure to be here, and with utmost respect, I would like to recognize Honorable Ambassador for taking his valuable time to be with us, Honorable Ambassador Osman Siddiq. After that, I'll move into the executive body of ASAAL in Georgia and just say their name, and then I will hand over the microphone to Mr. Kareem, Muhammad Abdul Kareem, to moderate or MC the program. So I am the president of Georgia ASAAL branch, and we are very thankful to Mr. Mesbauddin and Mr. Kareem for giving us the opportunity to take the mantle from Mr. Ali Hussein. So our executive vice president is Sheikh Jamal, and we have got several vice presidents, Mr. Rahman, Uttam De, Shahidul Islam Tandu, Said Alam, Nabwat Majlish, Secretary Ilyas Hassan, corresponding Secretary Minar Haq, Political Director Mazharul Islam, Immigration Director Muhammad Islam Shubo, Organizing Director Shagor Chakraborty. And then we have got Women Committee Chairperson, Ms. Jasmine Khan Mili, Executive Director Muhammad A. Zabbar Mohan. And I'm picking up a very bad habit to stop over here, and I would say something definitely about Mr. Zabbar Mohan. I'm sorry about it. The program you are watching today, you're participating, the success belongs to Mr. Mohan Jabbar and to Mr. Kareem, nothing to do with me. So I tip my hat to Mr. Mohan Jabbar. Thank you, Mr. Mohan Jabbar. You have done a wonderful job. I am proud of you, and we are proud of you, and President Biden will be proud of you when we deliver 2 Senate candidates to Washington, D.C. Now to move on, we have got Women Committee, Labuni Parvin, Saiful Nahar, Anika Siddiq, Musammad Fardos, Jasmine Khan, Runa Jabbar, Musammad Rahman, Salina Sheikh, ASAAL Youth Committee, Sheikh Chowdhury, Tanisha Khan, and Zehran Muntaka Siddiq. With that, I wait my chance to introduce other guests. I want to hand over the microphone to Mr. Kareem to moderate the program. Thank you so much. God bless America.
Thank you. You see all, we are keeping quiet and keeping muted ourselves. Thanks. That's the environment we want to see using this technology to successfully complete our meetings. Very good. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, all participants. Let's start with thanking our President, Dr. Rashid Malik, for his dedication and outstanding organizing skill that he has shown in this election, presidential election and the general election, I'm saying November 3rd elections. And then afterward, instead of taking few days off, as many of us doing after a long campaign season, Rashid Malik and his team, instead of coming to home for rest, he went to field and start organizing and emboldening our people. So not only the South Asians, all minority groups and the similar-minded Democrats are enthusiastic there to encourage them to go to vote, go to registration, to voter registration. Thank you, Dr. Rashid Malik, to you and your team. Special thanks I would like to say to our President Emeritus Ali Hussain, who was there, the leader, chapter leader for last 4 years, and dedicated his time and experience to organize South Asian and delivered the real result. There are many other leaders in Georgia that I would like to mention. The chapter leaders, just Dr. Rashid Malik said, they are the leaders of the leader in Georgia. Their organizing skill is so outstanding that impress many of our chapter leaders and organizers around the United States. You know, this run of elections make us so engaged in ASAAL family that ASAAL, all chapter leaders are engaged in Georgia election within their capacity. I'll give you 2 examples today. Without mentioning the name of Farooq Hussain, President of ASAAL, New Jersey, it will be incomplete, our journey. Our journey will not be completed. Mr. Farooq Hussain, I know you are listening. Thank you for your dedication. This union leader, Unite Here Local 54 leader, he's the president, one chapter, and he's also ASAAL president from the beginning in New Jersey state chapter. He was deployed for 2 long months in Florida by his union, and he was campaigning for general election in Florida, away from his family and home state. While he was leading his home state campaign, phone banking, GOTV, all other activities, he was leading from Florida. Today, in this run of election, he was deployed again. He will be in Georgia until January 7. We do not have enough words to thank our leader who makes us proud every day, Farooq Hussain of New Jersey. Thank you, Farooq Bhai and your team. I also want to thank our Michigan chapter president, Dr. Rabbi Alom, who is now campaigning in Georgia with you. He is in touch with the campaign headquarters, and his team is doing the responsibility that campaign headquarters asks him to do. Thank you, Dr. Rabbi Alom, for your dedication. In this pandemic time, you chose to lead a campaign team from Michigan to Georgia and staying there until the election is over. I do not have enough words to say thanks. Similarly, we have many other chapter leaders from around the states. They are doing whatever they can do from their home state, making phone calls, contacting the Asian voters, contacting South Asian voters. Make sure they register to vote when the opportunity was available, and they taking the opportunity of early voting, and now they are making sure that all our voters are voted. If their vote has some issues, mail-in vote, there are ample time to correct. So they are educating Georgia voters from their home state. If in case their mail-in vote, somehow it is difficult, they can correct it and to take appropriate action, making sure that your vote count. Our people are doing educating theirs. Thank you all ASAAL chapter leaders, including our Brooklyn chapter president, Dr. Mojibur Rahman, our Albany chapter president, Mizanur Rahman, Professor Mizanur Rahman, our Bronx chapter executive director, Alauddin Parwari, and many other state leaders. I have to mention our national vice president and US Capital chapter president, Sarapat Hussain Babu, who has been devoting a great team of dedicated volunteers. They are making calls in Georgia every day, every week, whenever they get chance. Our chapter leaders from Virginia, Zakir Hussain, chapter leaders from Maryland, our brother Islam, Kobirul Islam, and executive director, Albaf Hussain, they all joined. I must mention the role of unionized labor forces in this election. You know, the general election is over. You know what contributed. As a labor organizer, I salute all my union brothers and sisters today that your contribution, your dedication, your efforts will be recognized by American history, by American people, especially the people of Georgia. You are devoting your time in this pandemic away from your family. You are helping Democrats to deliver the final shot to reach our destination. Your dedication is well recognized here in ASAAL and in Georgia. Your dedication will be recognized in our national capital, Washington, D.C., and the White House. I would like to thank especially our union brothers and sisters, including their organizations. I will mention only a few of those names. As I mentioned, Unite Here Local 54, Unite Here International Hospitality Workers Union, AFT, SEIU 1199, AFL-CIO, EPSME, all those organizations are devoting their skilled volunteers to win this election. So all with Georgian, we all the organized labor union, labor forces around the nation are supporting you because we understand the value of American democracy, the value of union contribution to our society, to our community. There will be many other union leaders I will recognize shortly, but at this time, I would like to say a few words before I go to invite our, the guest here today, guest speakers. There are many guest speakers. We have around 66 people now, and it's growing gradually. But before I say this thing, I would like to recognize few other peoples, especially Stacey Abram for her fair fight. She fought so hard that delivers us, that encourages us around the nation against voter suppression. Thank you, Stacey Abram, for your outstanding leadership in Georgia and around the nation against voter suppression. Your hard work delivers a blue GA, a blue Georgia. It is an honor to mention even your name today. Thank you, please, for your hard work. We want many other Stacey Abrams around us. Your hard work is recognizing our right, our people right. You are helping us to vote. I would like to also recognize in this meeting today the Georgia Democratic Party, especially the leader, Senator Sheikh Rahman, and many other Democrats from around the state. They worked so hard and delivered the result of Blue Georgia. Thank you, ASAAL Light member and the National Council Advisor, Senator Sheikh Rahman, for your outstanding leadership to organize our community, to organize Asian American Pacific Islanders in Georgia. it is an honor to mention your name today, because without your help, without your day and night work, hard work, the time you are giving, I spoke with you on many occasions during this campaign, and I found you are so busy campaigning that we have to sometimes, cut our discussion so you can get enough time for your campaign. You come late at home, get out of home early in the morning, devoting your hard work, your dedication, your leadership is well recognized in Georgia, around the nation, and of course in ASAAL. I have many friends I can see there, so I would like to go to introduce some of them leaders, without delay. I will speak a little bit later on about our Georgia chapter hard work, how they communicated, reach out to the every community. I have seen them standing in front of the bodega stores with the flyer distributing in this cold weather, and they were on the highway corner in the shopping mall. They reach out to restaurants, they reach out to public gatherings, they are making phone calls. Your devotion, your work is recognized by national media houses, international electronic medias. We have read those articles, what they said about your hard work in Georgia. It is ASAAL who wants to organize South Asians, who wants to build coalition among other communities in respective chapters. So we are stronger together. And you are exactly doing this in Georgia. Your hard work is working, and there are a lot of people now, they are following you because you delivered the results each time you work. And it is well recognized here in ASAAL as well. Now, it is my honor to introduce our one of our very own. I have known him not much long ago, I think around 6-7 months ago. He is leading us South Asian for Biden campaign. He is one of the leader there. And he led, also advised us as Bangladeshis for Biden. And it is my honor to introduce our very own Ambassador Usman Siddiqui. Mr. Siddiqui is the only Bangladeshi-born American who represents US abroad as an US ambassador. It is my honor to introduce our chief guest today, Usman Siddiqui.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Brother Kareem. You have been very gracious in your introduction. And I thank everybody else who are participating in this meeting organized by ASAAL, the premier organization, labor union organization in America, under the leadership of Maaf Misbauddin. And we are so honored to have people like Misbauddin and Muhammad Kareem in the leadership of ASAAL, which, by the way, is making a lot of impact. Now, and I said in Washington, D.C., I can tell you very clearly that people are looking at what's going on. I also want to thank the hardworking Georgia team led by Dr. Rashid Malik and others who are eminently qualified members of ASAAL. This, I don't have to say any further. The gravity, the importance of this Georgia runoff election, because what happens in Georgia has implication all over the country, all the 49 states. I was at a Zoom meeting with several chief of staffs of several senators and congressperson. And when I sent them the flyer for this meeting, I got response from all of them. And many of them are going to tune in, or at least would like to get a report of what's going on. Because, what will happen in Georgia will basically impact governance in our country. We will be able to impact legislation, whether it's immigration, whether it's labor law, whether it's healthcare, and we can only do so if we are successful on January 5th. Uh, you know, it's heartening to note that almost more than 3 million Georgians have already voted in this runoff. More than 3 million, which is in a totality of 5 million. We're looking at 60%, but we still have a few more days to go. There is still more to work on. One good news is that there has been voter registration of more than 115,000 since November 3rd. These 115,000 plus did not vote in November on November 3rd, and these people are going to be voters, and I hope that they will be Democratic voters. And also, you must understand that the groundwork that ASAAL is doing, along with others, is making a difference. You think that voter participation, early voting, postcard mailing, texting to induce people to come and vote happens in a vacuum? No. A lot of work has been put on behind it. People are working tirelessly. People under the motivation of the ASAAL banner have taken it up personally to make sure that they can make a difference. And difference they did make. Look at what happened in the November 3rd election in those seriously swing states of Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Georgia. It is because of the effort, because of the hard work, because of the diligence of people, membership of ASAAL members who made the difference. I'm confident of that, because when you are a member of ASAAL, you work absolutely fearlessly and selflessly. There is no other agenda but to make sure that our democratic agenda is progressed. And today, we are at a crossroad in American democracy. Donald Trump is coming there on January 4th. Kamala Harris is coming there tomorrow. And on Monday, Joe Biden will be there, our president-elect. Why? Because what happens in Georgia on January 5th has impact on all other 49 states, because of what we can deliver in good governance. When we have the White House and when we have the Senate and the Congress, I can guarantee you that with the leadership of Joe Biden, who is very, very pragmatic, who wants to work in a bipartisan manner, we will impact issues which will benefit the common people of America, including Georgians. So I want to thank everybody for the hard work, for the dedication, for the selflessly working since November 3rd in this runoff, only for one reason: to make our country better and to make it better for our children and grandchildren. I can continue long, but I know there are a lot of speakers behind me, so I will keep it short by again saying that this is no time for us to slacken. This is no time for us to relax. We have got about 48 hours left, and we can do so by continuing to do what we are doing. And inshallah, as we say, victory will be ours. Thank you, Brother Kareem, Brother Misbauddin. I'm totally honored for inviting me tonight. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ambassador Usman Siddiqui, for your outstanding remarks in this election. We all know how hard you are working and leading many organizations in these elections. And thank you for your time today. You are most welcome to stay with us if you have time. I know you are very busy, but it is an honor to have you in our meeting. Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador. So now with that, I would like to know if Senator Sheikh Rahman from Georgia is here. Uh, anybody's? Senator Sheikh Rahman? Senator Sheikh Rahman, are you there? No. If not, I will go to the next. I think he said he will come. He will join us shortly. He's busy in the campaign. And he also said he might will get someone from the two campaigns, if possible, for a short period of time. Now, I would like to introduce another good friend of ASAAL. Each time I went to Georgia, I did not miss her presence. A great Democrat, Senator Jara Karinchak, Senator Jara Karinchak, she is always there each time we visited or every ASAAL meeting. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our great leader, great community organizer, an outstanding Democrat from Georgia, Senator Jara Karinchak. Jara, please, floor is yours.
Thank you so much for your kind words. It's so good to see you. Inshallah, I will see you again very soon after we win.
Yes, yes.
Good to see you. It's such an honor to work with your community. And as you have said, I was blessed to learn of ASAAL early on. And you've had so many great events here in Georgia. And the nationwide teamwork has been incredible. As you know, I work with Senator Rahman in the Senate. And we both made history when we went to the Senate. And we have brought in the community many times and have worked hard to make sure everyone's voices are heard. And we work tirelessly for that. And as you also mentioned, we're working on the campaign for Warnock and Ossoff as we were co-chairs, Biden for Georgia for AAPI community. And we're also working Warnock and Ossoff, and Senator Rahman and I are all over the place. I don't even know where I am anymore, depending on the time of the day, and making phone calls and emails, which all of you are doing. And it has been a great honor to serve with you. As you mentioned, Mr. Ambassador, thank you for your kind remarks. This is it. This is the final 48 hours. We need to call everybody you know in Georgia to come and vote on Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be a big day because the Republicans are down and they know they have to make up votes. And so they are out trying to make sure everybody comes on Tuesday, and we need to make sure we keep our numbers up because right now the polls are looking very good for us, but we cannot rely on the polls. We have to rely on ourselves, and you know how it is. We've worked hard to get where we are, and we need to continue to work hard. And as you know, I'm here as a resource for you. You can call on me at any time. And I'm so honored by each of you, by your friendship, your hard work, and making history when we elected Biden and Harris together, flipping Georgia. And as you mentioned, Mr. Ambassador, we've been talked about in national media a lot. The Asian American vote, and in particular, the Bangladeshi vote, which was very exceptional. And we're just very proud of all those great efforts. And I'm proud of the other leaders and folks on the line with us. And Dr. Malik, he and our good friends have also worked together a long time together. And I can't mention everybody. There's so many, but I have great joy in seeing you in person soon. And let's do this. Let's make history again on Tuesday. Thank you so much. Shukran.
Thank you, Zara. Thank you. It is always an honor to have you in our team. You are such a pleasant person. And when I missed you in New York City, I don't know how I missed it. My congressman texted me, but I missed you in New York City. And I texted you, you responded from Georgia. I was thinking to invite you in a dinner so we can talk a little bit more.
We'll do that soon. We'll do that soon.
So when ASAAL is always ready to welcome you here in New York City or any other state.
There we go. Thank you.
Our people will give you a red carpet welcome environment in any other state you are visiting. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your recognition to ASAAL's hard work in Georgia and around the United States. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I always said it is not what we say, it is what we do. The time is very sensitive. We have only 48 hours to do. And it is time to deliver and take action. As Ambassador Siddiqui and our beloved Senator Jara Karinchak said, time is ticking and our opponents are also in the field. Only one party will win who can get more votes out to cast the vote. And we can talk whole day and night. If we are not reaching out the right people right time and asking the right question, helping them to take action, it will not deliver. With that note, I know our Georgia chapter is working day and night. They are doing the right thing. They are calling people. They are making sure that voters are participating in early voting and make sure that anyone early vote is a problematic. They are going back to the polling station or county office to fix that because every vote is counted. And our people are doing this thing. They are reaching out everyone they can. So let's bring one of our very own. Why he is so special? Because he is an organizer and grassroots organizer by born. I can say this thing. He is none. I'm talking about my own president, founder of ASAAL. You can see on the screen. He is still busy. He does not know that his name is coming. ASAAL founder. He is the president of Local 1407 for 7 terms, 21 years. And he is also the treasurer of District Council 37. That is the umbrella organization of around 66 New York City unions that represent 135 New York City civil servants, 135,000, and about 500,000 of their dependent for benefits. Is none but the great organizer who recognize the value of organizing the unorganized, giving the voice to the voiceless, and taking our issues to the powerhouses around the nation to address those issues. It is my honor and privilege to introduce ASAAL founding president and the national level leader, Maaf Mesbauddin. President Maaf Mesbauddin, floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you all. Assalamu alaikum. And I think I saw some guests there. I think you will be calling those guests first, like Percy Austin Ketson,
No.
Dr. Samson Karki. I don't know when they'll be speaking, and other people. But anyway, since
I gave you because you are a level leader in this category. You named
okay,
you are a speaker, guest speaker.
Thank you
you
very
are not
much.
joining here only the ASAAL president.
No, I just wanted to. I don't want to take too much time, but it is very important that we gather here today. Georgia, I love you. I am very honored to know that Georgia ASAAL is one of the most important and the biggest, boldest, strongest chapter among all 15 chapters in the United States. And it is because of the President Emeritus, Muhammad Ali Hussein, and now the President, Dr. Rashid Malik, Secretary Ilyas Hassan, and of course our current Vice President and ex-Secretary Saeed Alam, and of course now Secretary, I mentioned Ilyas Hassan, Executive Director Mohan Jabbar, and Executive Vice President Sheikh Jamal. You guys are the cornerstone of ASAAL, Georgia. Without you, we could not have done what we have done on November 3rd. On November 4th, Ali called me and said that, Mr. President, we need to start campaigning for the senatorial runoff election. I said, just take some rest. They said, we'll take the rest after January 5th. January 5th. I said, if you want to do it, we are always there. We are always ready. Let us do this because this is the most important election in our lifetime. In fact, every presidential election last 30 years, I have said the same thing, the most important election. But now I found this 2 senatorial seat is the most important election in our lifetime. And Jara said it, Ambassador has dedicated his entire time. I see him everywhere, every time, every moment. He is there. He is leading not only Bangladeshis, he's leading South Asians, he's leading AAPI. I don't know how he does it. And I want to be like him when I grow up at that age. So with that note, of course, worldwide, 84.3 million people infected, 1.8 million died. In the USA, 20.3 million infected, 350,000 people died. And in Georgia alone, 655,000 infected, over 10,610 people died as of today. So not only that we are facing the pandemic that is crushing across America and crippled us because of the president that we just fired him, in fact, fired him. He will be gone by January 20. This is the miserable situation we are at. With that, I think the change is coming, but Georgia, it depends on you. Georgia, ASAAL, everything depends on you. ASAAL, New Jersey, Farouk, you are there, it depends on you. ASAAL, Michigan President Rabbi Alam and Political Action Director Ibrahim Al-Jahim, it depends on you. ASAAL 15 chapters, USA depends on you. Please do this GOTV next 72 to 48 to I think 72 hours. Your efforts, knock one more door. In fact, handshake is not there. So elbow, bump one more person. Call one more friend and family. Talk to one more neighbor. Look, Georgia, we are with you from across the country. All chapters are behind you. If you need us, we will be engaged in phone banking. If you have those slot for us, some of the chapters already being engaged, but the remaining 14, 15 chapters, everybody want to help you. But we know you are the only one whom must lead at this time because it is in your court. You have proven, you have made us proud on November 3rd by making Georgia green. Continue to make Georgia green on the 5th. America will be proud of you, I assure you. You can remake America. Without you, America will not be remade, and it has to be remade because Trump in last 4 years has destroyed it. He has changed America for next 30 years. You're helping electing these 2 senators. Even if we will be the majority or we'll be able to do some of the work that Biden has promised us, but still we have a long way to go. But we are not worried about that. I think with ASAAL, we can make anything, anytime happen because we believe in work. With that note, if you remake America, we can unite with Biden and Harris this nation. We can overcome this COVID pandemic. We can build true economic recovery. We can repeal the tax cut that he gave to his top 2% rich Americans. We could not do the stimulus package the way we wanted to help the cities and the states across this nation. With your help, with these 2 Senate seats, we can have a stimulus that can help revive many cities that are suffering so much due to the neglect of Trump. A student at 1.6 million students with $1.8 trillion debt are dying. They don't have a job. They are graduating without a graduation ceremony. You see that without you, without the debt reduction or at least some part that Biden is promising, they cannot survive. If they cannot survive, the middle class will not survive, America will go down. And as you know, that the 12 million undocumented are suffering, and wall is getting built under Trump. That wall must come down. With your help, we may not be able to break all the walls, but we will not build no more walls. We will build the bridges so that this 12 million and all those are neglected in the communities after communities, the African American communities, the Black Lives Matter will be valued and Muslim ban will be lifted. It is you who will do the job. You can take that happen. So please, you promised me on November 4th, you want to continue. And I wish you to continue next 48 hours to up to the election is over. You will bring the results, and with that, America will shine again. God bless you. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for continue to do the hard work. Thank you.
Mr. President, thank you for your very valuable remarks in this campaign GOTV program. I am sure our leaders and our community organizers in Georgia are doing exactly what they need to do in Georgia to deliver the result on January 5th. Thank you for your remarks. As always, you will advise us whenever we need something, we will go to you. Thank you for your time, effort, and huge experience in organizing. Thank you. I have seen that our Senator Sheikh Rahman is there. So I will not go further. I will just invite him. He told me that he has very short time. He's very busy in campaign. He will be here for only a short period of time. So as I mentioned, Sheikh Rahman in Georgia is a name and is a very known name in nationwide. He was the vice president of DNC, and he was elected as the first Bangladeshi-born American in a U.S. state senate position or any state-level elected position. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our leader who made us proud by his own hard work, by delivering the result to his community, by organizing the people not only from South Asians, he organized people from all corners of the world, and it is none but the ASAAL Life member, ASAAL National Council advisor, Senator Sheikh Rahman. Senator Sheikh Rahman, please, floor is yours.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for glad to join with you all. I see so many family face over there, and I wasn't vice chair for the DNC. I was a DNC member from Georgia, and not necessarily I'm the community leader, but I wish I could organize Bangladeshi as we will expect. But there are a lot of groups, a lot of organizations. They're working together, try to get win the Senate seat. I see some of this for elected official, my good friend Carl Thompson. I see elected official Patsy Austin Gatson. I see Senator Zara Karinshek, and I might not see some of them. I see I see a lot of folks from my community. It's really good to be with you all, but we are the last moment right now. This is the end. I don't know what you're going to accomplish in one day. It's too little, too late. I think. I know everybody's doing some work, but their own. But I hate to say it. Some of you might not like it because I've been probably only state elected official. I can tell you that for sure, guaranteed. Only state elected official been to more program and participated in any campaign activity in the state of Georgia, period. I mean, nobody can come close. I can tell you that. But everywhere I went there, I did not see my folks. You've been doing campaign your own, but you got to be part of the bigger community. We have a state that people come from all different parts of the country. People look like all different shapes. So we got to work with everybody else. We can just stay ourselves and they say, oh, we doing this, eating a biryani or whatever it is and staying in the corners of the street, waving sign by ourselves. We got to join with other groups too. We have a bigger community. We get a bigger fish to fry. So that's my concern I have with my community, that we got to work together with other community. We have a multicultural group. I haven't seen you all. I mean, you are in the action. You weren't missing in the action. So that's what I'm going to say. Whenever you work, you got to work with every single community, that people look like you, people don't look like you, people don't belong to your religion, people don't live in your community, but we are a bigger community. We get bigger. Whole world is looking at us. This is not only Georgia. This is not only United States. This is the entire world is looking at us. We got to send, I thank for all the Bangladeshi people. And we know one thing for sure. If Bangladeshi people showed up, they vote for Democrat more than 90%, I'll say probably 95% or so. I think the report that I got, they said 92%. I don't believe it. I think it's over 95%. So we need to encourage our folks to show up. This is very important. We, the people that are showing up, they're voting Democrat, no doubt in my mind. So how we do that? We don't know. We need to have concerted effort. We need to have a big list. We have our own list. I know in my district, people who are voted, who voted for me or live in my district. I have most of the folks, that I know, they're showing up. Most of them showed up. But one thing I'm going to ask you all next 2 days, we have to make sure there's 300,000 absentee ballot right now all across Georgia is not returned. 300,000. I just want you to remember one thing. 3.1 million people already voted. Almost 5 million people voted. We're going to have more than million people going to show up on election day. But you have to understand one thing. On election day, Republicans showed up more than we do. And that's the number. That's the reality. You have to face with it. You can just be dreaming and thinking we're going to win. We're going to win. We'll probably win. I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't want all my hard work, all your hard work go to vain. But at the last minute, make sure your friends, family, or whoever you know that voted in November, they need to come, show up to the poll, or they need to return that ballot. They need to return the ballot they received. 300,000. So this is crucial. Another thing I want you to mention, something that I want to mention, that even all the people that voted, more than 55% is white, 32% is African American, which is 3%, almost 4% higher African American vote. So we know most of the white folks vote turnout is higher, chances are not necessarily 60-70% of the folks who are going to vote for Republican. So that's another concern. We have to think about it. I don't want you to people look at the CNN or, some of we might once in a while watch Fox News and they say, oh, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. We're going to winning. No, we're not going to win until we show up on election day. So we need to have a heavy, heavy turnout. This is a must. This is a must. If you need to take a day off and make some phone call tomorrow, Monday, or on Tuesday, please do that. You want to sacrifice your time? I know I may be asking you all too much, but if you need to take some time off, if you know some folks that need to return their ballot, go there, go pick up their ballot from them, take it to the polling, because you can do ballot harvesting. You can pick up somebody else's ballot, but they need a ride or whatever it is, or they need to go to the poll. Do all this stuff. Do all this stuff. I urge you, because we don't want to wake up on January 6th and then say, what happened? What I have done? I did all this stuff. We did all this, spend all this time on Zoom and everything else. I could have reached one more voter or take him to the poll to win this election. Because that will be the crucial thing for us to do. And I'm glad you organized, this is very at the end, but please, 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 as I said earlier, whole country is looking at us. It's not only the 2 Senate seats. We have a 3rd election going on, which is the Daniel Blackman, which is running for the Public Service Commission. This is very important too, because more than 2 decades, we don't have any statewide elected officials. And because this is the position that makes sure your gas bill is taken care of. Your gas bill is lower, any utility cost is lower. Georgia's 5th highest utility rate in terms of the country, how much you spend in utilities. So this is a pocketbook issue. So we need to make sure it's not necessarily what's going on in Washington, what's going on in the state. What's going on in the state. after I'm getting ready to go to the session right now, we're gonna know, we're gonna have sure lot of bill coming up, which is anti-immigrant, civil right, anti-voting bill. Because what happened, if we don't vote this time, next election, we might not be able to vote on, because they're going to be definitely the bill coming up that we cannot just request absentee ballot. This is the fact. I'm going to have to deal with it like a week from now on. Now you can apply for absentee ballot for any reason. That we're going to stop, and we don't have any vote. I'm not sure we can stop this one, but I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight as much as I can. That we are the only state. We are the only state had a net gain in terms of a congressional seat. We got one state Senate seat, 2 House district seat, and a lot of local elections. That I'm looking at right now. Patsy Arsagasson, she's the DA, history making. This would not have been possible for us in Gwinnett 20 years, even 10 years ago. It would not be possible. It didn't happen automatically. I can tell you, we work hard. Folks in Gwinnett made a difference. We have a new DA, a new sheriff, new county commissioner. A lot of folks looks like me. A lot of folks like us. They're gonna work. They're gonna work to benefit each other. Doesn't matter somebody don't look like us, me, or us. But we're gonna work for every single citizen, every single resident of Gwinnett County or state of Georgia. This state will gonna be better. This country gonna be better. What happening in Georgia? So anyway, I may be preaching too much or saying too much. I don't want people to get upset, but I want to say we need to get involved. We can't just be staying on Zoom and trying, and people say, can I get one? Can I get awesome? No. You don't know awesome. We're going to have a big party. Bangladeshi committee, I assure you, I'm going to have a bigger party than you have ever seen. If you want to participate after the election, when the COVID is over, I'm going to get vaccinated. Hopefully, you're going to get vaccinated. This summer, I'm going to have the biggest API party you can think of it. You can come and join us. We're going to invite all of them. We're going to have a big celebration, but we got to win this one. We got to win this one. We have no other choice. Thank you for, appreciate. I'm going to hang on a few more minutes because I was in another Zoom call with another different organization anyway. But I'm going to get a little break, but I'm going to hang around with a few minutes if you have any question or anything like that. So, I need to get a little break, but thank you. Okay, appreciate it.
Thank you, Senator Sheikh Rahman. Thank you very much. And, it is not, I keep saying this thing again and again. It is not what or how we feel, but it is our action. It is not what we say, but it is what we do. It is not the promise we make to our community, but it is what we keep and deliver that makes the difference. And by saying this thing, I'm reading from my Facebook post this afternoon after donating something, as I encourage all our members to donate in the campaign as a participation. And our ASAAL leaders and community organizers in Georgia, they are doing exactly the same thing. They are reaching out to various communities. They feel they were told that they are behind in voting or they need some sort of support. With your leadership and help, I am sure ASAAL in Georgia will thrive. And thank you for your participation and leadership, Senator Sheikh Rahman. Let's go. I will, I mentioned at my opening remarks that the contribution of organized labor forces in American democracy. In this national election, unionized labor forces dedicated their union leadership, fund, and dedicated volunteers and made huge impact in our election. You can see on your own in Georgia what's happening. Our union brothers and sisters from around the United States, in this pandemic, they are spending time away from their family in Georgia, knocking the doors where nobody will go, calling the voters to make sure they have everything to vote. With that note, it is my honor and privilege to welcome one of nation's top union leaders Nina Uniston, she is the Vice President of International Hospitality Workers Union. Nina Uniston, floor is yours.
Yes,
Please
thank you.
welcome Nina Uniston.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for having me here. It's my honor and privilege to be among the ASAAL family and allies, all chapters, 15 chapters. Wow, that's awesome. And friends, thank you for having me. Just going to talk a little bit about the work that Unite Here has been doing in the community. If many of you do not know, Unite Here is the hospitality workers industry, and we have over 300,000 workers across the United States and Canada. It also was hit the hardest and the slowest to recover over the pandemic. Our union is a union of immigrants. We are a blended family, very multicultural, and that's what makes us stronger, and that's what unites us, because all of our issues remain the same, and we know that we are stronger together, and we can get through it if we continue to fight. Here in Georgia, we have a local chapter, which is Local 23, that represents about 3,000 hospitality workers. Many of them work on military bases. They work in hotels. They work at the Atlanta airport. 90% of Local 23 members in Georgia, unfortunately, are still unemployed due to the pandemic. Over 1,000 Unite Here hospitality workers are here in Georgia knocking on doors, and we are glad to be here, and we're doing it to get Warnock and Ossoff elected, and we're going to fight like hell to take back the Senate as we did to take back 2020. Prior to us getting on the ground here in Georgia, we sent many workers, unemployed workers who were off. We sent them to Las Vegas, Nevada. We sent them to Reno. We also sent them to Florida. And also we sent them to Pennsylvania. We knew very early on that a lot of the issues that our members face, they were not getting addressed by the current administration, whether it's proper immigration reform with a direct path to citizenship, whether it's affordable free healthcare, or whether it's, what we've been tackling, all the systemic racism that's been going on in our country. So we knew very early on that we wanted to do whatever we had to do this year to make sure that we kick Trump out of office, and our work is not finished yet. And we're proud to be here to make sure that Warnock and Ossoff get elected. 48 hours, it's crazy, just 48 hours. And I liked and loved all the comments that many of the leaders spoke about today. What we do and what we continue to do now, up until those 48 hours, I'm hopeful that it will show our results. And our work is still not done. Like you said earlier, we have to make sure we continue to call folks. We have to make sure we go into those neighborhoods that folks don't go into. We have to make sure that we're touching every community, not just one community, but every community, and making sure that our voters go to the polls. Unfortunately, we did not get all those absentee ballots like we hoped, those mail-in ballots returned. So we're making sure that we continue to knock on doors, but we could not do this alone. So we're very thankful for you guys as our allies and others. We're very thankful for Stacey Abrams and the fair fights and making sure that she's building and supporting an infrastructure to turn out voters here and make the state blue. And we welcome that, we're proud of that, and we want to continue to bring home this victory. I like to say that I believe that Unite Here is the largest union door-to-door canvassing of the presidential election. And so our members, again, they know, they continue to speak the challenges. Our members are still laid off. Healthcare has not, been taken away from them, and they don't know, many of them, where their next meal is coming from. So for us on these doors, it's life or death for our members. And we know that we have to get this done. There's no sleep for the weary. Time is of the essence, and we're committed to doing it. Thank you so much for being our partners and our allies, and I hope we continue to do more in the future. ASAAL, I appreciate you. Thank you for this opportunity, and we're going to fight like hell to make sure Warnock and Ossoff get elected. Thank you so much. 48 hours to go. We can't take any hour or second for granted. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Neha. I want to say to our Georgian Georgians that Nia came from Michigan to lead her team in Georgia. Thank you. You deserve a big shout out from us. And, ASAAL is proud to be a part of this journey. And this thing, ASAAL leadership, most of us are union leaders. Basically, we are organizers. So I appreciate your remarks and thank you. Please go back and lead our volunteers there, and so we can deliver on January 5th. Thank you very much for your good remarks and outstanding organizing and delivering the services we need in Georgia. Thank you. I would like to introduce one of our leaders just joined. He's a great community leader. I just received a text from one of our chapter leaders that I would like to introduce Dr. Shyam Karki. Dr. Shyam Karki is the president of Nepali and Bhutanese for Biden organization. Please welcome Dr. Shyam Karki. Just for introduction, I will give you floor later on. I want to recognize you. Please, Dr. Shyam Karki.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, sir, for joining us. If you don't mind, I have some other speakers, leaders, they're very time sensitive. Would you mind to give you later on?
I'll be leaving because I have another one which I'm chairing at 7:30.
All right, please say a few words for our organizers and leaders here, including Somnath. I would like to say, Somnath, thank you for bringing Dr. Seer. He's a great leader leading 2 countries for Biden campaign. Thank you.
Thank you, Karimda. Yeah, he is very active in Georgia right now.
Wow, we need him. Thank you.
We need him, right?
We are pleased to see you there, doctor.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Salam alaikum to everyone. I feel very honored and privileged that you gave me some time to speak to you. It is indeed a privilege for me. There are about 300,000 Nepalese and Bhutanese in the whole country. Of that one, there are almost 25,000 in Georgia only. So right from the November 3, we started looking at that one, what to do. Then after November 4th, from November 5th, we started meeting. Every day we call. Then every week we have a meeting, exactly where we are, what we need to do. And what we have done is our people who are outside the state do the phone calling bank, do the paperwork, do the calling. And the people who are on ground, they do door-to-door knocking, and they did the registration. They have a list of people who need the right to go to voting. So all the on-ground work are being handled by our friends from both Nepalese and Bhutanese. And this is the first time Nepalese and Bhutanese have combined. So just like we provided a margin of victory in 4 other states, although small in number, our number like 10,000, 20,000 here, 15,000 in that state, which never voted before, have first time come to vote, and they have provided a margin of victory, and that gives us a sense of pride and a sense of camaraderie with other organizations like you, saying, look, brothers, we are with you, we are doing our share, so we are in the same struggle. We are in the same struggle for democracy, because that means a lot to us. We are in the same struggle where we don't want to be intimidated and forced by the people where to go for worship, what kind of worship we do, and what do we do, what kind of language we speak at our house, what kind of dress we wear. We don't want to be told by some others what to do, because we strongly feel that this is our country and we have equal right to decide what happens to us. So from that one, we finally have woken up the Nepalese and the Bhutanese. So we brothers and sisters from ASAAL, we are with you in a struggle, and I hope to work with you again. I wish I knew you before, because then we could even do the right share tomorrow, like on the November 4th, like on the January 5th. What we're doing is we're organizing a group of people who will do the pick of the patient, pick of the voters. So in that sense, if you give me the name of your people in Georgia, I will ask my people to contact them, so that if we are going to the same place, why don't you pick up the same people, whether they are ASAAL, whether they are Nepalese, because they are the voters and they vote for the same person. So in that way, by uniting and mobilizing our resources together, we achieve the same goal. With this one, again, my another program starts 7:30, and it's my honor to invite some of the leaders to our program at 7:30, so that I will have honor of introducing you to my friends in Georgia, and that we can start. They say that it's never too late to start a good thing. So from that perspective, I will again respectfully would invite any of your leadership to come to our meeting at 7:30 to 9. Anytime you have, feel free to come. I would like to introduce you to my group members in Atlanta, that we at least, even in the last minute, we can do work in unison so that our resources are not scattered. We can mobilize our resources for the same aim. Again, I know time-wise very short for you, and thank you very much for giving me the time and let me do out of the queue and bring me at the front. Again, thank you very much. I feel very indebted to you, and I feel very honored and privileged to come and speak to people. Thank you very much. Again, salam alaikum.
Dr. Karki, thank you very much for your time today. As you know, that ASAAL is working to build a coalition, not only with the South Asian people. Out of South Asian spectrum, we are covering Asia and other continents, building coalition based on our similarity in demands in respective chapters. So most of our people, the voiceless people, unorganized people, are coming, joining ASAAL and building a coalition that can create enough pressure to address their issues. I will be in touch with our Jackson Heights, New York chapter president, Somnath Gimire, to contact with you and our Georgia chapters. So you can work together hand to hand and deliver the real result to our community. Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you, Dr. Karki.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Somna is a good leader. He's a very important leader in our group also. So we have the same person leader. That's wonderful. It's a good sign of unity and unification. Again, thank you very much for giving the time. Again, namaskar.
You are welcome, sir. Thank you for your remarks. Without delay and further any kind of introduction, I will go to our leaders. Here, I would like to introduce which one I should get. You know, there are many people waiting long enough in this meeting. So it is my honor to introduce a great Democrat from Georgia who was 14 years, led the Senate as a senator from Georgia, none but very active leader in Georgia Democratic Party, Honorable ex-Senator Kurt Thompson. Please take your floor, ex-Senator Kurt Thompson.
Well, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Dr. Malik, for inviting me specifically. It's great to be here. It's great to not be forgotten, even though you're, and there's definitely more to be done in the next 48 hours. And so I don't want to take up a lot of people's times. Everyone has said the importance of voting. I know everyone on this call doesn't necessarily live in Georgia, but if you're on this call helping with Dr. Malik with the chapter in Georgia getting organized, you know folks in Georgia. And one of the things that, because I get texts at least 5 times a day, I think Attorney Gatson probably does too, getting texts at least 5 times a day asking for something. If you can't, these are the final days. Voter turnout is a record for a runoff, but it's still 17% lower than the general election. And the Republicans have a tendency to show up on election day. So if they're going to show up on election day, we need to make sure that we have as many people there to cushion what is usually a lower turnout in a runoff. Even in a record year of turnout for a runoff, it will still be lower than the general. So one of the things that always gets asked of me is if you know 3 people in Georgia who are registered voters, they do not have to be South Asian. They do. I hope they're Democrats, but they don't have to be South Asian. Just text them and say, have you voted? Have you made a plan to vote? We're already through the early voting time, but can you drop off your ballot in a drop box? I think those are still available to be used. Or can you show up on Tuesday? Do you need a ride to the polls? There are ways. There are folks here in Gwinnett where Patsy and I, DA Gatson and I are. There are people that can provide rides to the polls, but that's true in DeKalb, Fulton, any county. We can get you a ride to the polls, but take the time to text 3 people or call 3 people or instant message or WhatsApp or whatever it is that you use. Just 3 registered voters in Georgia and say, have you voted? And if you haven't voted, please make a plan to vote. What do I have to do to get you to vote? What do I have to buy all of you biryani? Whatever it takes. But with that, that's all I can say at this point, is because it is, I think, as the ambassador said, this is the difference between governing and actually getting to do stuff and simply, preventing further decay. And when I became a Democrat, when I was in elected office, I know that we wanted to work on governing, on moving things forward, not simply stopping the tide. I'm glad we've stopped the tide, but if we really want to do something, we need these 2 seats. So please remember to text those 3 voters here in Georgia that and see if they have voted. And if they haven't, figure out what you got to do to get them to vote. And thank you. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you. And it is a great advice that every moment we have now until January 5th, we would like to use it to communicate directly with every voters they still did not vote. Our people, our ASAAL leaders, and AAPI organizers and leaders, they are working day and night tirelessly to bring the voters and to assist the voters to cast their vote. Thank you, Senator.
And I know Senator Rahman and Senator Karinchak are doing the same thing, and they would say the same thing. They weren't on my initial Zoom screen. DA Austin Gatson is, so I kept saying her name, but I know the others are on there. It was the same thing. Please reach out to folks and please make sure they vote. Thank you again.
All right, thank you. So I know our time is running. There are many people still waiting more than 1.5 hours. So without further delay and any other statement from ASAAL side, I would like to invite our Democratic leader from Gwinnett County, ex-Gwinnett County Democratic Party Chair, Jim Sherry. Jim, please, floor is yours.
Korimba, if you don't mind, can you introduce the Georgia advisor, Abu Liakot, please?
Yes, later on, please. Keep yourself muted, brother. Keep yourself muted. From the... Thank you.
It's Abu Liakot.
Yes, I will do it. Let's get the floor for our guest. Jim Shelley, are you there? Okay. So I will go, if he comes back, we will honor him later on. We'll give him the floor later on. So now I would like to invite our district attorney, Gwinnett County District Attorney, Ms. Gatson. Patsy Gatson, I think I met her 1 or twice in Georgia. Let's see. Please, Ms. Gatson, our attorney.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, and this is so historic. We have to get these 2 senators in. I mean, it is a must, and I believe it will happen. I think if we all just contact, Kurt said 3 people. I'm up in the ante. I'm saying 10 people. Let's contact 10 people and then tell those 10 people to contact 10 people. And before you know it, we're in the zone. We're going to just explode this vote. And that's what I want to see happen one time again. I know we see a lot of commercials. We're getting a lot of mailers. But guess what? When we succeed on January 5th and June 6th gets here, the mailers are done. And then we would have won. So that's all I got to say. Thank you all for your support, making me the first Democratic female African-American for the district attorney's office in Gwinnett County for the first time. So thank you all for your support. Thank you, Dr. Malik, for everything that you've done. And thank you, Zara. She's on my transition team. You all are wonderful. And I'm just so thrilled. And thank you, Sheik. He's been great too. We've had so much support and everything. And now we got work to do. But thank you.
Yes, as you said, not only the people, our leaders in Georgia, many other chapters out of Georgia, our leaders are working, devoting their time, making phone calls, texting. And in the media campaign, they are doing the Facebooking, Instagram, all those things to get every vote out, they know. And we are doing our part, and thank you for your support, and thank you for your participation and advice. We will work together in Georgia to make it happen. And thank you all the leaders from Georgia for delivering a blue Georgia to Democrats. Thank you. With that, I was requested to introduce somebody else, but I will go to. Is there anybody else? Dr. Dr. Rashid Malik, is there anyone, any guest you invited? They are here. My name I could not recognize. Is there anyone? So I will introduce our Georgian chapter trustee board member, Mr. Liaquat. Mr. Abu Liaquat, please introduce yourself and say a few words in the same time.
Good afternoon to everybody. I congratulate the elected official. I live in Georgia, Gwinnett County, and I pleased to report you that I have an extended family of close to 100 members whose voter I'm talking about, not the voter. 99 of them already voted. I voted, and my one vote is still outstanding, which my son will vote election day. That's what he does everything. But we are fighting to send him every day. One thing I like to mention that, I am listening all the leaders and everything. My vote is matter. My extended family's vote is matter. This morning, one of the guy who has a PhD degree, he said, "Who are you, Bangladeshi community? You are not a nothing." But I get my immigration over here in Georgia long time ago, almost 30 years ago. And that 30 years, I build a family and help build a community of this big. And I'm so blessed by the God, mercy of God. But the reason I'm telling that Mr. David Perdue, he's the first one whose campaign was against the chain migration. And this is my gift to him, this 100 vote. Before Steve Miller, Mr. Perdue, David Perdue, he said that, Georgia will be clean without this change migration. So I just want to note this, point. We don't have a Medicaid. If I lost this job today, I don't get a Obamacare, that our elected official understand that. But one thing I like to mention, that all the elected official, all the Democratic Party leader know who we are, how many of we are, what is the number. So instead of taking negative that we don't matter, because for 1 penny, add second penny, then it's make $1. For 1 penny, we don't get a MARTA in Gwinnett County, mass transportation. So please, I also recognize some ASAAL member, my friend and brothers and sisters. Some of them, they woke up in the 5 o'clock, go to the work. Today they work. I'm blessed that I have a day off. They work, and then they go to the campaign. They do the field work. I saw them. They are putting sign in the people's yard, shopping mall, and everything. So instead of giving them a lecture, please encourage them, appreciate them. Our life, our vote, our number, it is matter. Thank you very much. Bye. Have a good night.
Thank you, Trustee Abu Liaquat. Thank you very much for valuable remarks. And with that note, I will bring some ASAAL leaders now from outside chapters, because they have been waiting in a long time, especially Dr. Rabbi Alam, ASAAL Michigan chapter president, and his team is working there in Georgia. They are organizing. So I would like to invite Dr. Rabbi Alam to say a few words. I know you are very busy there. If you are here still, please take the floor for a few minutes. Thank you. Dr. Rabbi Alam. Are you there? Dr. Rabbi Alam. If not, I would like to invite, without delay any time, Attorney Mosumi Khan from Michigan. Attorney Mosumi Khan, are you there?
Hey, hello.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me talk about your work, what you have done, because many Georgians may not be aware about your hard work, that you contributed your personal countless hours of time making phone calls in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, even in Georgia. Your hard work produced a lot of result, and the nation is recognizing, especially ASAAL is recognizing your hard work that you have done without any support from the party. You have done on your own as a part of South Asian for Biden, SAB, as a part of Bangladeshis for Biden, As a part of ASAAL for Biden, your hard work, your dedication is all recognized. Please say a few words what you are doing for Georgia at this time. Please welcome our ASAAL Women Chair from the state of Michigan, our National Vice President, Attorney Mausumi Khan.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. It's my honor to be with you all. Thank you so much. I am very proud and grateful to be part of the ASAAL community because we are the fabric of America. As many people spoke ahead before me very eloquently, and I'm especially thrilled. I must give one small shout out for my Black sisters, African American sisters, who are our sisters, who's the movement we have really stood on as Bangladeshi immigrants. The person who spoke very eloquently before me, Mr. Liaquat Hussain, I really loved how you said it. And I know you know better than me. My father was one of you like that who came in this country in 1976. I often mention that because we came from Bangladesh or wherever we came to create a life and to be part of the fabric of America. Chain migration defines who we are, but we could not have done it without the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s. And in that, we're seeing the power and the beauty of the kindness and the compassion of African American community, and especially our sisters who really are supporting our community's rights. And it is whoever said it before, I think the state senator said it very nicely. We must join the mainstream. We must be part of the fabric of America. Today, I am proud and grateful to tell you I'm sitting in my brother's house, who is younger than me by 2 years, but he is the wing commander in the U.S. Air Force. We're in Colorado Springs. I brought my mother to see him, and his wife, who's German, also, and they have their 4 lovely children. We are part of the fabric of America, and I say that because it is our duty, whether we are in Georgia or in Michigan or Texas or Tennessee or wherever we are, to really uphold the best of this country's ideals. And the best of this country's ideals are exactly this work, working together, working on what are the ideals. And I will tell you, just a few hours ago, my mother was we were calling all our friends and family in Georgia to encourage them. And, I love it. You go from 3 people to 10 people, we community, and then someone topped it by saying 199 votes you did. Thank you so much. We're very grateful. And just to conclude, this is the kind of movement we did in Michigan. In Michigan, we had to fight for every vote, and it was very much a community effort. However, we did it. I must say that, and ASAAL, I want to actually end by really appreciating the people that I've met from the ASAAL team, particularly from Georgia. Every time I've seen you in our meetings earlier, you're so sincere, so dedicated, and so hardworking. It really humbles me because I got the benefit of so many people, whether my parents or my community people or my education, and to see other people who don't always have all the same benefits to be working as hard as they have to get out the vote, to put their jobs and their life on the line. Dr. Rabiul Alam from Michigan, I know how hard he's worked. He's come from Michigan to Georgia, and Farouk Hassan Bhai from New Jersey and others, and who have gone to other states. So I would really like to say thank you for me to be a part of this community. And this community and the work that we're all doing together is the fabric of America. But we must integrate and work in coalition with our African American brothers and sisters, as well as the larger mainstream community, as they are showing us the way. Stacey Abrams and others in Georgia. Thank you so much, and I really look forward to us winning on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you, Mausumi, for your remarks. Around 53% of US voters are women. We usually do not talk about that part of the huge vote that we can capitalize on. So, every time we talk about organizing, ASAAL organizers at least know where to hit and how to hit, when to reach out to them, especially the young voters, and the reaching out to the women that usually they do not want to go to cast their vote. So ASAAL leaders, and especially the women team, are very active in Georgia. They are making calls not only to Bangladeshi or South Asians, they are visiting even some people, meeting some people, encouraging the women to vote. Thank you, ASAAL women leadership in Georgia, for your outstanding organizing skill and devotion to make this happen. Thank you. We are recognizing you. So with that note, I would like to invite another leader who has spent 2 months in Florida organizing for our general election as a part of union responsibility from Unite Here. He is no one but our New Jersey chapter president, Unite Here local 54 member, Farooq Hussain. Farooq bhai, are you there? If you are there, please take floor for a few minutes. I saw you. He left. Maybe he's in campaigning. Maybe he's door knocking now. He's out. Farooq Hussain, are you there? No, he's not there. Mezabhai, is he there? I saw him. He joined us.
I saw, but yeah, we can get back to him later.
Okay, so I will get back him if he's returned, but I think he's door knocking his time. He said it's tight schedule for him. He has assignment to address. So I would like to invite our another president, chapter president, very important chapter, a great leader. Now from this year, 2021, he was elected as the vice president of ASAAL National Council. No one but U.S. Capital Chapter President Sharafat Hossain Babu. Sharafat Hossain Babu, please take floor for a few minutes and tell us what you are doing, your team is doing to organize in Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Outstanding National Secretary General, Mr. Karim Chaudhary. You're moderating well. Well done job you've been doing with Mr. Mazba, our president, our proud president. The Georgia team, thank you guys. You guys are great. Next 2 days, we all are campaigning from U.S. capital, Maryland, Virginia, all over the United States. We are jumping to Twitter, Facebook, email, texting, phone calling. So please, you guys keep doing. We are doing as well. And I like to mention a few names from Georgia. Rashid Malik. You guys are doing a great job. Mr. Azad Rahman. Sheikh Rahman spoke very well. Mr. Abu Liakut Hussain, he said very nice things about 100 votes and why they are doing with the family team. And also, I saw Mr. Mohan Jabbar is sitting there. We're going to hear from him as well. And our Mizanur Rahman from Albania. So I see a lot of people, and Kabir Islam from Maryland, Albab Shohag, Mustafa from the US Capitol. We have a lot of team members still joining today's meeting to uphold the system of election. We have to win Georgia, brothers and sisters, no matter what. We have to have a majority in Senate because we have majority in Congress. You guys all know what's going on. Still they're fighting. Still they're fighting against Biden. Even though he is elected president, he's gonna take oath on 20th January. So I urge every single leaders of leaders, do not wait. Tell everybody to vote for round of election in Georgia. Let's win again on January 5th. Thank you so much, Mr. Secretary, for allowing me to speak a few words. Thank you so much, all elected officials, all guests and leaders of ASAAL and National. Thank you so much. Good night.
Now I would like to invite our president from Maryland chapter, Kabirul Islam. Kabir bhai, please say a few words. Kabir bhai, I know you have been waiting a long time. Say a few words, please. Kabirul Islam, President, ASAAL, Maryland chapter. Kabir bhai, are you there?
You have to unmute.
Kabir bhai, unmute you.
Good evening, everybody. We are here from Maryland ASAAL committee. We are the committee. Here also joined by our secretary, Mr. Hassan Chaudhary, and executive director Albab Shikdar. We are so thankful, Mr. Sharafat Hossain Babu. He lead us to join this valuable campaign. Not only all the Washington DC area, also for phone banking for Georgia. So thanks everybody. We will do for until the election will finish. Thank you everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your very short to the point remarks. Mr. President, I have many other leaders. I can see Farooq bhai is back. I think Farooq bhai, can you hear us? Farooq Hussain from New Jersey, can you hear us?
Yes, brother.
Please take 1 minute or two. We thank you for your hard work, dedication, and the sacrifice you made. Leaving
1 minute,
family
brother,
during
1
the
minute is
pandemic
not enough.
and doing.
I'm working in the field last more than 1 month. I have to say something about the Georgia, our community ASAAL leader. They don't know. They are maybe phone or talk or Zoom meeting. I appreciate Senator Sheikh Rahman. He said the true things. We can win only Zoom meeting. We have to make it happen. We have to talk to the voters. I'm going to give you just one example. Today, the unite here, almost we are 10, 12 brothers, South Asian. They send us different place, like South Asian location. That one is, I think, Dorabil city. Mostly 20 to 25% is the South Asian people, Bengali, Indian, Pakistan, and other. Our brother Michigan and brother New York and other state, New Jersey, they all together working all day. And when we talk to the voters, like they are very happy about, like Bengali or Indian or Pakistani, lots of people, they vote already, some of is not. But we need to push them. Election day, they have to vote. We are not winning. We are little bit margin. But the election day, we know how is going to be, terrifying the Republican. They will vote. We are behind. We need to check every single voters about, the voted, Warnock and ASAAL. And other things, the AAF, Asian American Advocacy Fund. Look, this is the flyer we put. They have a Chinese, they have a Vietnamese, they have a Hindi, Indian, no Bengali. But nobody is communicate here with that group. They are working, but they are like South Asian group. This is the flyer. There is no Bengali language, and we did. But that one they have like sticker, like Hindi, Urdu, and both Bengali. But this one they don't have anything. I don't see the locally anyone involved with that group. Like South Asian people live there. They can work volunteer over there today. Next 48 hours we have done. We came from outside. They are local people here. Whoever is the leading our South Asian here, ASAAL chapter, they can work, they can communicate with them. I have a phone number, the Pakistani woman, she is the vice president. She organized the Georgia about the Asian for, Asian American Advocacy Fund. They will pay, they will give everything. If someone need, I can give the number, they can work over there. I'm not going much, just pray for us, 2 more days. We need to work hard. I believe that this is our union slogan. I believe that we will win, but we need to work hard and push every voter to vote on Tuesday, Warnock and ASAAL. Thank you so much. Thank you for, our ASAAL leader, national and local chapter and other leader. Thank you.
So thank you, Farukbhai. Thank you. And once again, we highly appreciate your service to the nation and your dedication in this election. You are the one making us proud because your dedication is well recognized nationally for your hard work and the result you are giving us. Thank you. Now, with that note, I would like to invite our another chapter leader, the great leader from New York, Jackson Heights chapter leader, our good friend, great organizer, Somnath Gimire. As our leaders, even the Nepalese and Bhutanese leaders said, around 25 to 35,000 Nepalese are there in Georgia. We need to reach out to them. We need to build coalition with them and work together. Please welcome our chapter leader, Jackson Heights chapter leader, a great organizer, not only the Nepalese leader, he is organizing the Asian group and bringing them with ASAAL, our good friend, Somnath Gimire. Somnath.
Thank you so much, National Secretary Karim Chaudhary Da and National President Mafi Shabuddin Da for the opportunity that you have given me to speak few words that I had my experience during API's convener being in New York for Biden-Harris 2020. and then being an ASAAL president from Jackson Heights chapter. So I would like to thank ASAAL, a great organization where I have been learning a lot from our great leadership, especially Mabutinda and Karimda, and our national, I think, vice president right now, Sultana Apa. So, as you mentioned about the Nepalese and Bhutanese in Georgia, I have been working and talking, texting, phone banking closely with those Bhutanese and Nepalese voters in Georgia with the support, with the help from their president, Dr. Syam Karki, who already spoke earlier, and he is very much willing to work in coalition with ASAAL. And let's make a bridge with those communities. And like Senator Rahman said, ASAAL is not only for South Asian. Let us make a bridge for all the global communities that makes us that we are in America. So, and with that note, I have almost reached out to 5,000, approximately 5,000 Georgian voters with the help of Dr. Syam Karki. And within this period of 48 hours, this is not the time to talk. We must work more, talk less. That means we have to work double of the 48 hours. That is 98 hours. Let's get down to work, do or die situation. Once we make Georgia blue, then become Senate blue, then we are there to raise our issues that we need for our communities. Let's prioritize our first mission to make Georgia blue, working together, making bridges with all the communities. Thanks again for giving me this opportunity, Corinda, and we look forward working together in the next 48 hours, down on the knees. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Unmute, please. Corinda, unmute, please. Unmute.
Thank you for bringing Dr. Syam Kark. And so, I want you to take the lead to build the bridge between Nepalese, Bhutanese in Georgia and the ASAAL leadership in Georgia, so they can work together next few hours.
Yes,
every
definitely,
vote counts.
definitely.
We need
Yes,
to get
yeah.
every vote there.
Yes,
So
let's
like
do
to
action.
invite,
Yes.
Thank you for your time and great remarks. Thanks for your participation. We have many other leaders waiting in this time, but the time is very sensitive. We do not have time to introduce everybody. But I would like to give floor to one of our very renowned leader from Georgia, Bilan Liao. I apologize if I am not pronouncing your name right. Please take floor and say a few words for our Georgia organizers. Bilan Liao. Unmute yourself, please. Unmute.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me speak here.
You're welcome. Please, floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Actually, I'm just we have to answer my volunteers text message. Have the meeting with you. Anyway, I'm a retired art professor. I'm George API leadership counselor since last year in June, and I come to America in 1999 when I was 45 years old. And, as most immigrants, we work very hard. And I from dishwash and up to art professor. I come to America because I believe in the freedom of speech and democracy. Since Trump has begun to the White House, everybody now he has like addicted and divide America the people and have the fair hate in order to get the power. So because myself, okay, I love China, but in my life, actually, I never forgot my experience living and addicted in Mao. So I, not during my times, hungry and people died. So I know what it is like to be discriminated against each other. So actually, 2 weeks ago, actually 1 week ago, and I was at a rally and on the street with the signs of Warnock and ASAAL. And when the Trump support stopped the car and yelled at me, go back to China. Actually, at the time, I have the stand up and for the democracy and our freedom, because we mostly have select the ASAAL and the Warnock, because just like the car, you need the gas. We need what's unlocked so they can help Joe Biden's achieve Joe Biden's policy. So, and also we need to elect the black man and protect our debt bills. Anyways, thank you so much for letting me speak. Yeah, and actually, Senator, so we just had a 2 days meeting. Yeah, Chinese community meet Jiang Hasa and the Warnock. Yeah, we have 90 people join the meeting. So thank you so much. Yeah, we really need to work very hard. I know we only have 40. I'm so worried about it because we are Chinese. We only have even now 20% voted. So that's we farm banking. Actually, I lead in the farm banking every day, and we begin to. I just take the 1 day off, and we begin farm banking this morning, and people still in the farm banking right now. So I know how hard it is because I'm trying to get the logo, people living in Atlanta, so call friends, in there. But yeah, so we have to try to buy hard to win the race. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, and we would like to work with your community there in Georgia. If you know someone, please connect with our members. In our flyer, we have our numbers at the bottom, contact information in this flyer. You can take the flyer from our WhatsApp group or Facebook, or you can call them, so we can build a coalition that can deliver the result. We can bring some real change. Thank you for your participation today. Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you.
Let's invite our another leader, another great organizer from California, Dr. Durga Dahal. Please welcome Dr. Durga Dahal.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
All right. So anyway, so I'm very pleased to be a part of this meeting. You are here, and my pride and privilege, pleasure, whatever you say. And I have been invited by Somnath Ghimire. I live in California. I'm a neighbor of the Vice President Kamala Harris. I am born in Assam, India, came to Nepal, taught there in the university, and for last 26 years, I have been in USA. I am born Democrat and would like to die Democrat. That's right. My support, all kind of support, is for the Democrats. And I have come to know that on the 5th, there is an election in Georgia. So I would like to tell my friends, family, and fraternity of Nepalese community over the phone, by email, texting them to come aggressively work and vote for the two Democratic candidates, right? And since I work for the immigration also, and I come across with many Nepalese people, I know Bhutanese people, I know Hindi, Urdu, Bangla, and Pakistani, everything, right? And I have been to Bangladesh, Dhaka. I was in Oikya Prakashan. I met the lady speaker. I met the finance minister and I forgot his name. He was a young man, right? He just led us to the various parts of Bangladesh, and I saw so many rickshaws in there. And I was very happy and excited to be in.
Thank you, Dr. Durgadahal. Thank you. Thank you. Great remarks. I think we lost his network. Yeah, time is ticking, almost 8 p.m. now. We are continuing this third hour now. So we'll make it very short from now. We have all the ASAAL Georgia chapter leadership. We need to hear from them. So let's see if I'm missing anyone from outside. I would like to invite just say a few words from Jesse W. Jesse, please take floor for just give your introduction and say a few words quickly, please.
Certainly, I'm honored to be here. I'm volunteering with the OSIF campaign and letting people use our wonderful relational organizing tool, Reach, which you can it's a great way to make sure of which of your friends and family have voted. You can just sign up for it by texting 51015, the word REACH, REACH, and we're going to be have lots of trainings for it. So yes, I was really honored to listen to all of the wonderful leaders for these past hour and plus. It was really heartening. So thank you.
Thank you for your good remarks. And if you need any support from our community, you have their number now. You can see, you can chat with them. They are there for your help. Please contact them. They will be there delivering the volunteers you need for anywhere in Georgia. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I would like to also invite another name I said a few seconds ago. It's, I think, invited guest. Okay, admit. There are some people joining the link. Okay. Chris Chan, please take a minute. Chris Chan from Georgia Voters.
Yeah, hi.
Please. Oh, nice to see you.
Yes, thank you for inviting me to the call. I've been listening in. I didn't expect to speak, but thank you from here in Atlanta, Georgia. We really appreciate your nationwide support and getting the word out. Again, a shout out to the prior speaker. The Reach app is probably a very powerful tool that everyone can use. If you need help, there should be some online instructions, but I think you also need a campaign code from the ASAAL campaign to really initiate that app. The Reach app really is a powerful tool. It would enable you to search your contacts and anybody else that is in your phone that's here in Georgia in any of the area codes, and you'd be able to find out if they voted, if they haven't returned their ballot, et cetera, et cetera. And if you're willing to do that, it's a really powerful tool. One of my friends is leading one of the Reach campaigns, and he told me just yesterday they've reached out to over 250,000 voters here in Georgia through the app, and they're experiencing about a 12 to 13% increase, better than average, in getting people to vote. But thank you all for inviting me, and again, use the Reach app since we have very little time left here in Georgia.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your great remarks and the time you are giving to organize the Asian Americans there. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we want to be a part of this, all the organizations. And ASAAL has some very, very dedicated volunteers. They are working in Georgia. And as you have seen, our leaders from around the states, United States, they are supporting their Georgia chapter to win these two runoffs. Thank you. Thank you for your participation and thanks for the time. So let's go to invite one of our great friends, Hassan Ali from New York, Bronx. Hassan Ali, bhai, if you are there, please unmute and say a few words. I have seen him. He was there. So let's move to the next one. Mohan Bhai, is there anyone I am missing now to speak outside of Georgia? Before we start Georgia, please, is there anyone I am missing?
I don't think so. I think Curtis claims that's the person I see on there.
Which one? Curtis Clemons?
Yeah.
Curtis Clemons. Are you there, Curtis?
I am here.
Okay, please take a few minutes and introduce. Thank you for joining us today, Curtis.
Absolutely, absolutely. Honor and a privilege.
সবাই আছে উসমান সিদ্দিকী সেনেটর সবাই আছে না দেখেছি আরেকবার এসে প্রুফ দেখে গেছি
Okay, please keep mute yourself. We are having the guest speaking now.
ভোট দিয়ে দেয়া এই যে ভোট 5 তারিখে
I just want to thank Dr. Malik for inviting me. It is an honor and a privilege to be here this evening. I don't think there's anything else that I can say that hasn't already been said. I think it's important that we get out and vote and make sure that we assist those who can't get to the polls to go vote. We need to work together as a team and make sure that we get some of our senior citizens and those who may not have a vehicle. We need to make sure we get them to the polls to go vote. Now is the time for all of us to come together. This is not an issue of race or politics. This is about an issue of us coming together to do what's best for America. And we're all Americans, and it is time for us to come together, work together, make this happen, get these two great men into our Senate so that we can see a prosperous 2021 and beyond for this country. I'm not going to hold up because I know there's so many people on here, but thank you for the opportunity to speak. And again, let's all work together and continue to make this country and this county and wherever you're from, make our area great and continue to work together and make everyone have a much better life as we move forward in 2021 and beyond. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Clemons, for your wonderful remarks. It is very inspiring. Yes, few days left, only 2 days actually, not few days. And, yesterday I was reading a message from CNN that 4% of early votes, the mail-in votes, are rejected. So if we have around 4% of rejected vote from the mail-in votes or early votes, in Georgia law allows voters to go to the nearest or the county office to fix the issue or even can re-vote. So that message I want the Georgia leaders to clarify with our voters there so they can look at their vote, whether they receive those vote or their vote is rejected. Because if it is, that it is rejected, you can go back to the county office and solve this issue so your vote will count. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Clemons. So we are going back to Georgia. This is the Georgia chapter who is doing all the hard work, and we are supporting them from outside. With that note, I would like to invite our Georgia chapter secretary, Ilyas Hassan, to say a few words. Are you there? Ilyas Hassan GA, I can see you. You are there. Unmute yourself. Ilyas bhai, can you unmute?
We'll come back to him.
Okay, I think he cannot unmute or he's so with that, I will go to some women leaders to invite because 53%, about 53% of US voters are women, and Georgia is not that different. We need to stimulate, encourage, and bring out those Georgia women voters, young voters. So I would like to invite some young Georgia leaders who is working on that sector very hard to encourage our people in Georgia. So I would like to invite our Georgia Women Chapter leader, Selina Mustafa. Selina Mustafa, please few minutes what you are doing to encourage and engage our women voters in Georgia. Unmute yourself, please, if you are there. I will come back to you. I will invite very known figure in Georgia, very known women leader in Georgia, Mili Khan. Please take floor, Mili Khan. You have been organizing South Asians in Georgia. Now you are ASAAL Women Chapter leader. Please say a few words what you are doing to encouraging our women voters and the young voters. Mili Khan, unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself. Is she there? Okay, next one. I would like to invite Ila Chanda, if she is there, to say a few words.
Ila Chanda.
Ila Chanda is there. She is unmuted.
Milika is back.
আমি ইলা চন্দ।
Sure, go ahead.
শোনা যাচ্ছে?
জি জি বলেন, বাংলায় বলেন, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই।
আমি বাংলায় বলবো। আমি ইলা চন্দ, আমি আটলান্টায়। আমি আমার হাজবেন্ড শ্যামচন্দ, আমরা অনেক আগে থেকেই ডেমোক্রেটিক পার্টির সাথে আছি এবং বিভিন্ন ফোরামে আমরা কাজ করি। আজকে মূলত আপনারা যে অর্গানাইজেশনের মাধ্যমে যে প্রোগ্রামের আয়োজন করেছেন, আমরা তার সাথে নেই বা আমাদেরকে কখনো ডাকেনি, বা এটা কোনো কমপ্লেইনও না। এটা আমরা যে কাজ করি, আমরা নীরবে নিভৃতে আমাদের নিজেদের উদ্যোগে কাজগুলো আমরা করি। যেমন আমরা কমিউনিটির বিভিন্ন অর্গানাইজেশনের সাথে জড়িত, আমরা প্রচুর লোককে চিনি, আমরা পার্সোনালি তাদের সাথে সবসময় ভোটার রেজিস্ট্রেশন থেকে শুরু করে ভোট দেওয়া থেকে শুরু করে আমরা কাজ করে যাচ্ছি। এবং আমাদের একটা অর্গানাইজেশন আছে প্রোগ্রেসিভ ফোরাম, আমি তার আহ্বায়ক। এই অর্গানাইজেশনের মাধ্যমেও আমরা বিভিন্ন প্রোগ্রাম ছোট মতন র্যালির মতন করে করেছি। আর যে কাজটা করেছি সেলিনা মুস্তাফার মাধ্যমে, আমরা এশিয়ান ককাসের সাথে রোজলি সম্ভবত নাম, তার সাথে কাজ করেছি, ফোন ব্যাংকের কাজ করেছি। প্রচুর মানুষকে আমরা তখন ফোন দেওয়া। আর রাইট নাও যে ইস্যু নিয়ে চলছে, এখনো আমরা আসলে মানুষের ডোরে ডোরে যাওয়া সম্ভব না, আমরা ফোন করে যাচ্ছি আমাদের পরিচিত লোকদের, কারোর মাধ্যমে না, আমাদের নিজেদের বিবেকের তাড়নায়, বিবেকের উদ্যোগে আমাদের কাজ চলছে। আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ। আমি শেষ করেছি।
থ্যাংক ইউ
করিম ভাই, আমার শেষ।
আপনার সাথে আমাদের জর্জিয়া চ্যাপ্টার লোকেরা যোগাযোগ করবে। উই নিড টু ওয়ার্ক টুগেদার। সেখানে আপনার মতো একজন লিডার উই নিড ইউর পার্টিসিপেশন। প্লিজ ওয়েলকাম টু ASAAL, and ASAAL is a ready build up platform to build the bridge between our community and the mainstream politics.
না, এটা কিন্তু আমার কোনো কমপ্লেইন ছিল না, এটা আমি এমনিই বললাম যে আমি এই অর্গানাইজেশনের সাথে আসলে জড়িত না সেটা। তারপরেও যে আমাকে মোহন জব্বার কালকে ফোন করেছে, আমার হাজবেন্ডকে, আমাদেরকে উপস্থিত থাকতে, আমরা খুবই ধন্যবাদ জানাই মোহন জব্বারকে।
জি করিম ভাই, just 1 second. Lila Chanda, very proud and honored. I'm the national president of ASAAL. The responsibility of Georgia to contact all of you lies with them. But we are very honored and we are welcoming you today in this national format, where you can see nationally many states, presidents and secretaries are here, and you are with us, and with your husband and you, we are going to do better in the future in contacting you and finding you out, and glad that we found you.
Thank you.
করিম ভাই, লাবণী ভাবি আর মিলি ভাবি
আসছেন?
Yes.
ওকে ওকে, তো ঠিক আছে, আমি দিচ্ছি ওনাকে। So
Selina Mustafa also here.
She's there?
Yeah, I can speak now if
okay,
they need a couple of minutes.
I was calling you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't ready at the time because I am multitasking. We are so close to the election. You know how it is. So I was, in fact, updating the Reach app. So today I joined the ASAAL campaign to do what they're calling the friend bank. So they use this app called Reach. So as Ilachando Iladi mentioned, we actually did a lot of work um, during the Biden November 3 election. We did a family and friends outreach to the Bangladeshi community, and Iladi and Shamchando, both of them were great addition to that team. We worked with, the vice president of, or I think deputy director, Rosalie, who is for the Asian caucus. So we do everything. I mean, I have a small group. I have this an initiative called Chalo Bhote, and I've got a few people, mostly women, working. So we do everything. We do postcard writing. I mean, we write. We've written hundreds, maybe 1,000 at this point. We're not keeping track, and we do text banking. We do, well, postcards we write with at least 10 different organizations. We do text banking with the Democratic Party of Georgia. And also we did door-to-door knocking, ballot curing. So I don't know if people are familiar with ballot curing. It's basically all the rejected ballots because of signature mismatch or things like that. So what I've done on that is to do that by mail when there was time. And then we, at the end, like for example, on November 4th and 5th, I was going door to door because at that time there's no time to mail, to do it by mail. So we were going door to door and curing ballots. So I'm still doing that for the Senate race. In fact, me and my son and my husband, we did 2,000 door, door hangers so that the door to door people can go and cure ballots in person. And the thing is, these the door hangers that we created, they actually go all over Georgia, like Savannah and Rome, Georgia, or, Chatham County is in Savannah, and there's a huge Democratic voter base there. So that's where a lot of these went. The 1,000 that we had to turn them out literally in 24 hours so that it could go out. So this is a sort of a synapse of, phone banking, obviously. This is pretty much what I'm doing, and I have a small team, and part of the Chaluput Day. One of the things that we are also doing is getting the young teenagers involved. They still cannot vote, but they're writing postcards and getting involved so that when they actually become 18, they're ready to vote again in four years. So that's it. That's kind of in a nutshell what I do, and then people have joined, and there are times. I mean, I have to say this, okay? Iladi, Shamchando, I have this other person, Ruma Bhabi, and a couple of other people. They made, between 5 or 6 people, we made 600, more than 600, almost 700 calls in 24 hours in our phone banking effort.
Wow.
So hats off to Iladi, Shamchando, people like that who have done fantastic work, honestly. And I can say, Iladi, she was calling like, I don't know how many people every single day. So yeah, they do. So if you, reach out to her, she can really be a great help to ASAAL.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Big
well.
shout out to our ASAAL, Georgia women leaderships. They are doing so much work. And I welcome whoever is not with the ASAAL now, our ASAAL leadership in Georgia. They will be in touch with you. We need to recognize your hard work. That is, outstanding.
No, one thing I'll say is that I haven't been my involvement is just with the mainstream political parties, grassroots movements in Georgia. And so then I slowly started getting involved in the Bengali community. But I just work with whoever, whatever. It was very important for me that Biden won. And I was very happy to be a part of it. And so I just work with anybody that I think is valuable work, is a high impact, because we have very little time. But I did also get involved during the Biden campaign, because somebody from the, Rasley, the head of this Asian caucus, she reached out to me, and so I did the Bangladeshi outreach. And since then, I've been working and kind of growing on that and involving teenagers at this point. So, and I'm very glad to be doing this work. Thank you so much.
You are in the right place. I have to mention it because ASAAL was formed to build a bridge between our mainstream politics and our community. So this ASAAL is a political platform to engage and grow. So our minority people, South Asian people, and the other groups who does not have their own voice, who does not have their own political wish list, we can bring them some. Everybody can use ASAAL platform.
Yes.
And you have been doing this thing. We are so proud to have you there. And of course, myself and Mabbai, when we are visiting next time of course, after the pandemic, we do not want to go. I had to cancel my 3 weeks vacation because I supposed to be there in Georgia at this time during the election for 1 week and other 2 weeks in other neighboring states. I canceled it due to pandemic. And when the pandemic is over, we will go there and we will love to see you, meet with you all, the great leaders, and we need to unite ourselves so we can deliver the result to our community. Thank you very much for your outstanding work there.
Actually, I just want to say a shout out to Mr. Rashid Malik, Dr. Rashid Malik, actually, who actually called me and made sure I attended this meeting today. So thank you, Hadi bhai.
Okay. Before I give another women leader from Georgia, I would like to invite that I missed our Albany chapter leader, Professor Mizanur Rahman, a great leader from Albany, New York. Please take few minutes. Brother, I apologize to you. I did not see your name. I know you were there. So take few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, please. Mizan bhai.
No problem. Thank you, Mr. National Secretary Karim bhai. And I would like to express my thanks and gratitude.
Keep your microphone nearby your mouth. It's a little bit.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. So thank you very much for your excellent hosting. I was actually enjoying your the managing the whole team and picking people and giving them opportunity to talk. And everybody is here, I believe, is a national asset in terms of American politics. And we came from South Asian country, and we are here with some family values, and we know how to respect people, how to talk to people, how to bring people to our side with the right cause. And I would like to salute my Georgian people, the brothers and leaders from Georgia. They actually delivered the silent majority in the November 3rd election with the runoff. They are actually kind of defeating the incumbents and take the election to the runoff state. That was a great victory. And now they have more opportunity to work. And in the meantime, the people from Georgia also learned how their state is and how their leaders are, how they incumbent, and what is their mentality, and how they are going to spoil the system. They have manipulated this system for their own benefit. I think the people from Georgia, I have some conversation with some friends, and they realize that, and I believe through ASAAL, and Georgian people is going to deliver another silent victory, and that will change the political, system of this country. I believe we're going to win both of the seats in Georgia, John Ossoff and Arnold. And that will be the credit for our Georgia leaders. And our ASAAL leaders actually going step by step forward, one step at a time. And we are bringing people and making coalition. And this is the greatest country, somebody just said, from dishwasher to become a professor. And this is the country that gives us that opportunity. And we, the people came from South Asian region, we understand the greatness of this country, and we want to keep it alive with our best ability for the future generation. And thank you for the opportunity, and go forward. We will be with you at every step on the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mizan Bhai. Mizan Bhai has been doing phone banking from his office in Albany and his home office in Albany. He has been calling from the beginning of this election season, and he has a whole team in Albany that makes call in those key states where the contest is too hard, including in Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, all those states. Thank you for your hard work. It's just we are, as a team, we are so proud of your work. Thank you, Mizan Bhai. Now, we have many other leaders waiting, but time is around 8:30. I'll give only 1 minute to our secretary from Maryland, Hassan Chowdhury. Secretary from Maryland, please take 1 minute. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much, Karim Bhai, for giving me the opportunity. I don't want to talk that much because I know a lot of people are waiting, a lot of leaders are waiting. So I just want to say just some of our work plans for Georgia. We have just 48 hours. So from Maryland, ASAAL, what we are doing is we are doing Facebook Messenger group, WhatsApp group. Whoever we know from Georgia, we are asking them to go to vote, or if they don't, they want to go to their ballots, absentee ballot. So, and we are going to do next 48 hours also. And what we're going to do also phone banking. So that's also in our plan. That's all from now today. And we are going to work for Georgia. Go Georgia.
Thank you. Thank you, Hassan Bhai. Thank you for your support, the work you are doing. Thanks for your leadership. I would like to go back to Georgia now because we have some great women leadership there that I cannot wait to hear from them. They are working day and night there. I would like to invite Laboni Farbin from Georgia Women's Support.
Hello.
Farbin, tell everyone how you are working.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Bolen.
I am long-time members of ASAAL, and I'm helping the Dr. Rashid Malik and Ilyas Hassan and with camping and voting. And I have some request. Please come out and vote. We need each other. America is our land and we should protect our America. Please vote. Everybody ভোটের জন্য বের হন এবং ভোট দেন প্লিজ থ্যাংক ইউ আসসালামু আলাইকুম
Thank you very much.
Lily Khan from Georgia, wonderful. Thank you for your request to come out and vote. Please make some calls and text, communicate with our women, voters in Georgia. Our people are very shy and they do not understand that much that how important every vote is. Please tell them. So I would like to invite Millie Khan, say a few words. Millie Khan from Georgia, please.
আমাদের পিছনে থাকতে থাকতে
Millie Khan.
আমাদের আগেও চলছিল
Millie Khan, you are next. Millie Khan.
Unmute.
হ্যালো আসসালামু আলাইকুম আমি আটলান্টা জর্জিয়া থেকে বলছি আমি একজন ASAAL-এর মেম্বার আজকে প্রথম থেকে আমি ASAAL-এর মেম্বার ছিলাম এখনো আছি আমি আগে তো আমি আলী হোসেনের সঙ্গে কাজ করছিলাম এখন তো ডক্টর রাশিদ মালিক ইলিয়াস হাসান ওদের সঙ্গে কাজ করছি আমরা প্রত্যেকটা বাসায় ডোর টু ডোর যে ভোট চাই আমরা স্টিল ভোট করছি, আরো করব। যেমন হচ্ছে জানুয়ারির 5 তারিখে আমরা ভোট কেন্দ্রে যাব, ক্যাম্পিং করব। আমরা সবাইকে বলবো যে আপনারা ভোট দেন, এবং আমি সবসময় ডেমোক্রেট পার্টি করি আমরা সবাই। তো মানে আপনারাও আমাদের সঙ্গে আছেন, থ্যাংক ইউ সবকিছুর জন্য। আর আমরা এর পরেও আপনাদের সঙ্গে থাকবো, আমরা কখনোই ASAAL থেকে বের হব না। তো আমরা চাই আপনারা ভালো কিছু করেন, বা আমরা আপনাদের সঙ্গেই আছি। এই তো, আর সবাই ভালো থাকেন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Thank you, thank you. Mohan Jabbar bhai, am I missing anyone? Mohan Jabbar bhai? Dr. Rashid Malik, am I missing anyone from Georgia? Not your chapter leaders, you will talk now, but I want to finish with other people. If not, then I will invite our Queen Chapter President, Monirul Islam. Queen Chapter President, Queens, New York. President Monirul Islam, say a few words. 1 minute, please. Unmute. Monir bhai, please unmute.
করিম সাহেব, সুযোগ থাকলে হাসান আলীকে 1 মিনিটের জন্য দেওয়ার অনুরোধ রইল।
Hassan Ali bhai, I called you. Take your time now, 1 minute. Thank you. Take it now.
Okay.
Let me give some introduction for you. Hassan Ali bhai is a great leader in New York. He is a great organizer, and I think one of our few democratic leaders for a long time, and playing an important role in encouraging our people to join mainstream politics. Hassan bhai is one of our great leaders in New York who has been contributing as a leader and making the bridge between our community and mainstream politics. Hassan bhai, please take 1 minute. Thank you for joining.
Karim bhai, Hassan bhai is also the 2021 first flight member.
Wow.
Thank you.
Hassan bhai,
আমি সালাম জানাই সবাইকে, এবং আসালের প্রেসিডেন্ট এবং সেক্রেটারি, ন্যাশনাল সেক্রেটারি করিম সাহেবকে আমাকে এই সুযোগ দেওয়ার জন্য। আর আপনারা এই যে 15টা চ্যাপ্টারের মাধ্যমে সাউথ এশিয়ান সহ আমেরিকার সব কমিউনিটির সাথে যে ব্রিজ করে যাচ্ছেন, এটা অত্যন্ত মানে কাজে লাগবে, অত্যন্ত জরুরি। এবং আমি আপনাদের জুমের মাধ্যমে আমার সিলেটি সহ আসাল এই জর্জিয়াতে যারা আছেন ভোটার, সবাইকে বলবো 5 তারিখে আপনারা দয়া করে আপনারা নিজে ভোট দিবেন, এবং আত্মীয় স্বজন প্রতিবেশী তাদেরকে গাড়ি দিয়ে যেভাবে পারেন আপনারা সহযোগিতা করবেন। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Okay, very good. Thank you, Hassan bhai. I am going to now to Georgia chapter leadership. I think we have done enough. We have another few minutes to finish. So Georgia chapter, I would like to invite our President Emeritus, who is a ASAAL Light member, who built that ASAAL chapter in Georgia last 4 years, and who worked so hard to build ASAAL in Georgia that we always recognize him and his hard work. Please welcome ASAAL Georgia President Emeritus Ali Hussain. Ali Hussain bhai, floor is yours. Are you there, Ali Hussain bhai? If not, I would like to invite us. Ali Hussain bhai, if you come back, I will take you. Just let me know or text me. Said Rahman, our secretary for last several years, ex-secretary for ASAAL Georgia chapter, Said Rahman. Please say a few words.
Said bhai, unmute.
I'm moving forward. I'm moving
করিম
forward.
ভাই, করিম ভাই,
He's there.
শ্যামচন্দ্র, জর্জিয়া, শ্যামচন্দ্র।
Next, after Said Alam.
Unmute and come forward, please.
No, let Said Alam speak. He's there. Karim bhai, just call Said Alam. Said Alam, please speak.
Yeah, this is Said Alam. I was the secretary of ASAAL nearly 4 years with Ali Hussain, our president, right? I enjoyed with him, while I was working for ASAAL. Now I'm working also for ASAAL as the city of a vice president with Dr. Malik. which I hope I will enjoy. So I don't want to waste my time. I give my other leaders to talk as well, as time is not enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
উত্তম দা প্লিজ কাকে দিব বলছিলেন, আমি নামটা বলে গেছি প্লিজ।
ইলাচন্দ্রের হাজবেন্ড শ্যামচন্দ্র।
শ্যামচন্দ্র দাদা প্লিজ take floor. Shyamchandra, you are the great leader, husband wife in Georgia. We are so proud.
Shyamda, good to see you.
Good to see you after a long time, brothers, fellow Democrats. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Yes.
But I had to leave. I was on the conversation for a few times, and I had to leave for some reason. But again, whatever we are doing. My wife told you that we have an organization called Progressive Forum of Georgia. We are utilizing that to our full extent to invite everyone to the democratic fold and go vote. We are using outvote application, actually apps, to ask everyone to go vote. We did phone banking, as he mentioned, and again I send a chat. In the chat I send an
GOTVs today.
text, so you can take a look at it, what we have been doing here and what we need to do and all these things. So, and thank you and congratulations everybody for working hard. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, Dada. Please join ASAAL, and we want to build a good liaison among our people, among our different units, so we can deliver the better result.
Rest of the good.
And we are so happy to see you there. I would ask this openly, publicly to our Georgia chapter leadership to reach out to you and bring you on board of ASAAL leadership, so we can work together and deliver the real result.
Okay.
Not only this time, times and again, we will do this.
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Thank you, both of you. Now,
thanks again for recognizing me. Okay.
Your hard work, you did something that we cannot even finish recognizing both of you. We need to do way more things for you as a part of our recognition.
And because
ASAAL will
now
do
everything
this
is mailed
down
except
the road.
M3.
Thank you for joining us. Please keep in touch with ASAAL Georgia chapter. Uttam Dey is our live member there. He's a great leader, great organizer, and he cares about the community. And our leaders are always, they are outgoing, they are people oriented, and you will like the company of our ASAAL leadership in Georgia.
Please, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Mabai, can you mute yourself, please, if you want to talk?
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah, you are on that thing. So I will finish now ASAAL Georgia chapter. Now I will start with our Ilyas Hassan Bhai. Are you there now? Unmute. I called you before, you did not speak. If you are there, please take floor. This is your turn to explain what you are doing. You have been involved with ASAAL for many years. You are a seasoned leader. Please unmute yourself. Ilyas Hassan, General Secretary for ASAAL Georgia. Newly elected General Secretary for ASAAL Georgia chapter.
Thank you, Kurumbai, for giving me an opportunity to speak on this great floor tonight. It is my great honor to be here today. And I was actually enjoying your representation along with Kurumbai, along with Ms. Babai. It was really great that way you represent. And, today is not the day we really speak on the Zoom. We really have to go out and invite and help other people to make sure they are on the poll on the 5th. I used to work with Ali Hussain last 7 years. He's a great leader. He's a good person to work with, along with Saidal Mbai. He was a great leader as well. And I'm working with Dr. Rashid Malik. He's sitting right next to me. He's also a great campaigner, and he's a great person, great leader. So I love to give my special thanks to some others like Mohan Jabbar and Sheikh Jamal, Uttam Dada, Shode Samthando, Kaidi Chaman, Miliaba. They're the person helping me to get my job done. Every time I call them, they're the first person to respond. Every time I need them, they're the first person to come. And I'm here. I'll be with ASAAL forever, and I'm trying my best, helping my friends and family to get out and vote. And on the 5th, I'll make sure, especially the South Asian peoples on the election poll, to raising the signs. It says vote for ASAAL and Arnold, and there's my goal to be a winner in Georgia. And that's all I want to say tonight.
Ilyas
And
bhai,
thank you
thank you.
again.
You are a very good young star and very personable individual that I know you can convince anyone with your wonderful smile and soft language. You you will be a great leader. You are a great leader, not will be. You have been with us. Thank you.
Karim bhai,
Proud of
Farooq is there.
Which one? Who is there?
New Jersey, Farooq Hussain.
He spoke. He spoke. Farouk spoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Farouk is done. So I just, I have a lot of Georgia to cover, but one, I think Ibrahim from Executive Director from Michigan is there. Hasim,
political director.
if you are there, please unmute
Political director.
yourself and take only 1 minute, please. Hasim Ibrahim. I'm guessing he's our Executive Director from Michigan.
Political director, political action
Director, okay. Hasim Ibrahim, can you unmute yourself? I think he's having difficulties. He's campaigning there in Georgia.
No, Ibrahim Al Jahid.
Okay. If not, then I'm moving first.
Yes, sir. This is Hashim Ibrahim.
Oh, Hashim Ibrahim is there. Good.
Please say a few words. We like to see you and hear from you.
Yes, sir.
You got black game?
Yeah.
How many you got? No, I said the black one.
This is black.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm just working.
Oh.
You are working for with who?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
you are.
this is Hashim. I'm Eric.
How many? Two?
All right.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now I would like to invite our great leader, and the name is well known in all over the Georgia, not in Atlanta only. A great organizer and a great media personality. The CEO of CMTV, community leader, Azad Rahman. Please say a few words. Azad bhai, thank you for waiting patiently for a long time. I'm so sorry. We had a lot of guests. Still we have. Please take a few minutes. I know you have been waiting a long time.
No, thank you, Karim bhai, to giving me the opportunity to say something about this kind actually unique meeting. I'm actually doing vote thing. Somebody house also, but I'm enjoying your participate and my participate. Everybody, I've been beginning from this meeting. I'm actually waiting. I'm not bothering actually myself. I'm enjoying what I have to say. We're doing and actually blessed for Georgia. We try to do our best. That's all I know. Like everybody is say already everything I heard. But what I have to say right now, that's a little few word about the vote. We're doing. That's our concern. But nothing right now. Fifth. So our 99%, our relative, our friends, everybody vote early. I didn't yet because I like to vote always the election day. That's all I'm gonna be do. That's what I am enjoying. But thank you for actually ASAAL doing our part here in Georgia and giving us the opportunity to work with ASAAL. And in the future, inshallah, we're gonna be do more better. But let me see what we can do and what we can do. That's Jabbar Mohan bhai. I have to thank you. I have to thank you, Rashid Malik bhai and Ali Hossain bhai, Ilyas Hassan, Uttom De, Thandu. He's my actually close friend too. But anyway, you guys doing great, Karim bhai. Inshallah, we're gonna be work together and in the future also. Thank you very much to giving me the opportunity tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Azad bhai. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you, to talk to you. It's a pleasure. You are a great leader. Thank you. The contribution you're doing to our community, not in only Georgia, all over the North America and even Bangladesh.
Thank
I
you. Thank
appreciate
you.
your work and well recognized. Well done, brother. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
I would like to invite our another ASAAL leader from Georgia, a great organizer involved from the very beginning, Sheikh Jamal. Sheikh Jamal, please.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Good evening for ASAAL Georgia chapter organized this today's meeting, and our central secretary Mr. Karim Chowdhury. He is the excellent moderator to this program. I salute brother for the your moderator. We are very happy, and I am our respected central president. Mr. Mesbauddin, and today this evening the chief guest and Ambassador Osman Siddiqui and other great leader, and any other state our George ASAAL president and other who are attend today. We are for Georgia chapter. We are salute them, and we are do the hard work. Last November 3rd, when the president election, after that, runoff election for John Osab and Ornak, we are do the work. Yesterday, I am also talking almost 10 minutes, Mr. Wasap. He called me and he talked me because I know him very well because last 4 years before when he the Congress election elected. That time we are do the hard work, and this time also we do the hard work. Today I am very appreciate and I am very excited because I think in last 4 or 5 years in ASAAL committee, this committee is the biggest committee, and Mr. Mohan Jabbar and Dr. Rashid Malik do the hard job, and I think the ASAAL, their life, this is the very big program today, and we are very organized, and everybody try to help the people. And our new committee from Georgia, new secretary, president, and Mohan Jabbar, Uttam De, Shahidul Islam Tandu, and other all are we are jointly working. Milli Khan and Lavuni Parvin. Everybody we are do the work, and we are do the work for Mr. Mesbauddin and Mr. Karim. We need the next January 5th runoff election if we are win, and I think Mr. Karim Chowdhury and Mr. Mesbauddin, they are win. Thank you. Have a nice day, and everybody. God bless you, and God bless America, and God bless the ASAAL Central Committee all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Uh, you know, one name every speaker from Georgia said, Jabbar Mohan, that he'd work. He does not want to speak now because he wants to give his time to other speakers. I want to let Georgia know that how hard he works day in, day out, how many calls he made every day, how many texts he does, how many Facebook and media actions he does. A true leader, as we always say, this is matter what we do. Our action is matter. We can talk a lot, loose lip discussion, but Mohan Jabbar, I have seen him as a leader, as a doer. He does the real work. Today's meeting, he organized. I was a part of his organization a little bit, but he and Dr. Malik organized this very short notice meeting, GOTV meeting. We are trying to encourage our people to guide as much as we can to bring our people together to make sure they did their part by voting or participating in fundraising. Thank you. With that, উত্তম দা কিছু বলতে চাচ্ছেন?
না check your text.
I have many texts. I don't know. Okay.
You're missing some people. Okay, who's next?
Okay, 1 second. Let me see. Let me prioritize a little bit. I have maybe 50 texts. I'm so sorry. I would like to invite our great leader from the beginning of this, from this last summit, Nabut Majlis. He is working. He has been involved with ASAAL for a long time, not active, but he's a great organizer in Georgia. He is involved with many other community groups and civic associations, and he's a sportsman. It is my privilege to present here our brother Nobuat Majlis, ASAAL Vice President. Nobuat Majlis.
Thank you, everybody. And I'm really proud of my leaders, Karim Bhai and Misbah Bhai. You guys are very good. You unite us. Like we are doing all the like sources to do the vote campaigning. And beside that, our community people, we are try to involve the other like white and black people also involving. Like every gas station, we are just asking them who got the friendship with them. Tell them just do vote for us, like in Democrat, and they're encouraging. They're also doing the vote. And like Mohan Jabbar and our leader, that
Yes, sir.
all leaders are encouraging us, and we are doing vote. Okay, thank you everybody. Okay, that
Thank you,
like
Nobuat Bhai.
I'm
Thank
try
you.
to do
Very
all the
short but
vote
sweet.
effort for
Wonderful.
the ASAAL.
Thank you,
Okay,
Nobuat.
thank you.
Please welcome our Vice President, Shohidul Islam Thandubhai, very active leader in Georgia. Shohidul Islam Thandubhai, please.
First, my thanks goes to the ASAAL because ASAAL organized this meeting. It's beautiful and nice organized. Hello everyone from our national leaders. Thank you for joining the meeting. I'm very glad to see you all here in support of our Democrat Party. I would like to thank everyone who was a part of our effort in campaign, from John Ossoff and Rafael Ornok down here in Georgia. I look forward to hearing from you all. And I'm telling you something. We have a 48 hours. I'll tell you now, before 48 hours, we will be going to our point. We are winning. That's all.
Thank you, Thandubhai. Thank you very much. I would like to invite JCW. I have seen JC for a long time waiting. Please unmute and say a few words. Thank you, JC.
I
You already spoke. You
Yes.
already spoke. Yes. Thank you very much. You patiently waited for us, and I received your text message number. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Thandubhai. Let's see anybody else I can call from Georgia before I call some guests from other state. I have received numerous requests, but I do not want to miss any one of you, Georgia, because Georgia this is your show. And in fact, Thandubhai, this is not ASAAL national did. You did this. Your chapter did this great presentation. Georgia. All thanks go to Georgia. Uttamda, please get ready. So few words. We want to hear from you now. Live member,
No, Karim bhai,
live
thank you
member.
so much. First of all, I like to your host. I salute. Number one. Number two, everybody talking about vote. I want to tell you one thing, salute. Georgia ASAAL. This is the new committee.
অন্য ফোনগুলো নিয়ে
Is
যান
the
ওই
great community,
থেকে সরাই
and
ফেলুন
you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised, and for your all help and Mesbabai, we try our best. But Ilyas Hassan, this is my brother. I bring her his. He been with me too long, and bless me, and we will give you surprise whatever you leave. Thank you so much, and we see. Give you good news for people.
Thank you. Uttamda. We are so proud to have you in Georgia from the beginning. And we salute you.
And one more thing I tell you now, this our ASAAL, all of people is our different organization. We lead the different organization. You already know. So who you see the all of ASAAL group, we are different organization, our same group. We are together always.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. That's unity we need. All
Thank
right.
you.
So I received, I cannot honor all those things actually. Alauddin Patori, are you there? You waited around 2 hours. Alauddin Patori from Bronx, New York. Are you there? Alauddin, are you there? Introduce yourself, Alauddin, if you are there. Mr. Akram, can you please unmute and speak few words, Mr. Akram? Akram, Mr. Akram, please. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the Muhammad Akram, please.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, please, go ahead.
Yeah, give my time to some other people. I'm the good listener. I want to listen for rest of the people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Akram. I'm so sorry. You have been waiting long time patiently. Even did not send us a chat message. I appreciate your patience, but I apologize that I could not call you earlier. What we should call and give honor. Well, now I think we came in a position to say invite ASAAL national president to say a few words just before the closing statement from Dr. Rashid Malik, the president. Unless they have any other people, I have one more request from US Capital Chapter. As many of you know, US Capital Chapter is our flagship chapter. If we go to protest or bring an issue to our federal legislators, you will be hosted by our US Capital Region Chapter, US Capital Chapters. Sharapat Hussain Babu, he will host you, and there are several people from that chapter joined, but Jiauddin Bhai, take 1 minute, please. Jiauddin Bhai, take 1 minute before
They're not gonna speak. Just recognize them. Just recognize them. Mohidin Anwar,
Okay,
Ziauddin.
thank you for this thing, because
And then you can allow 30-second Albab Sikdar from
only
there.
2 minutes we have, so I'll make some name. Our executive director Albab Sikdar from that chapter, and executive vice president Ziauddin Ahmed, and also Mohyiddin Anwar from that vice president from that chapter, US Capital Chapter, executive VP Ziauddin. I mentioned things. Albab Sikdar from Maryland, I think. Albab Bhai, executive director. Albab Bhai, he was
Yes.
there and he has been there long time. Say, just introduce yourself. 15 seconds, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Albaf Sikdar, Maryland Chapter Executive Director. I'd like to thanks to Mr. National President and Secretary. Also, I'd like to thanks National Vice President Sharapatushin Babu. And I'd like to thanks especially Georgia's ASAAL, all leaders, brothers, and sisters. You guys are working hard last couple days, and still you guys are working hard. Go door to door, encourage our Bangladeshi American community voters. Go to vote for Democrat. That's our good achievement. And you guys still working. My request, you guys definitely tired. I cannot say you guys are feeling good now. Definitely tired. Just 2 more days. And especially election day, please, everybody go to the vote center. At least every center, 2 or 3 person stay all the time in vote center. Encourage our Bangladeshi brother and sisters.
Thank you,
Execute
Albab Bhai. Thank you very much.
how they vote. That way, everybody can encourage when they will see you guys are standing there, they will vote for us.
Thank
And
you,
go
Albab
for
Bhai.
vote. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Now, our national president will say a few words in summarizing what we heard from our leadership in Georgia, elected officials, and the political heavyweights in Georgia. And he will give a specific guidelines for next 48 hours, how our Georgia team, with the cooperation and support in coalition with other players in the ground, they can deliver the real result. Our national president, Map Mesbauddin. Map Bhai, please take floor before closing. Map Bhai. Map Bhai. If not, Dr. Rashid Malik. We cannot wait longer. Dr. Rashid Malik, please closing a statement. Final closing.
No, I'm fine. Let Georgia chapter president makes the closing statement.
Yeah, he will make the closing. I was thinking you will summarize the statement, but that's okay. Dr. Rashid Malik, please take the floor. Floor is yours. This is the final closing statement. Board of thanks.
Thank you so much. I would like to take another 2 hours to talk about us, but I'll make it within few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. First, I would like to thank Ms. Mausumi Khan for being a very sensitive issue to us. That is, we struggle so much from early in the morning till late in the evening, and still we vote. Thank you, Ms. Mausumi Khan, for recognizing that. Mr. Albab, you said how much we work hard, we go and stand by the booth, by the precinct, and we encourage. And here I would like to say thank you to, too many interruptions coming up, too many calls. I'd like to say that Mr. Nabot Majlis, Mr. Menar Haq, Shahidul Islam Tandu, Sheikh Jamal, this name comes up automatically. They are the force and power and motivation to get us out in the street. Many do not understand the value of going out in public. You are risking your life. Every night when I go back home, my wife says, honey, I'm scared. But next morning, we go up and put yard sign. Yard sign are stolen. We put again. With Jim Shelley, with Mr. Minar Haq, Nabut Majlis, Jabbar Mahan, and others. I'm so sorry I'm missing some names because of the time. We go out way in the north where there's no civilization. You cannot see another person 4 feet away from you. Nabod Majlis and myself, we went out. With Jim Shelley, I went out. Mr. Minar, I'm going to post those evening photos I have in the dark of the night, in the cold of the night. Mr. Manjur Chaudhary, I'm sorry to say that with a special child goes out early in the morning in the rain. Please, I recognize, I salute you. You all have sacrificed. You're not only eating a biryani, but you're sweating off to get rid of those biryani stuff, So don't please underestimate the power of participation, what we do. We sacrifice, we put our life in line, all the time, every day, 24 hours. Today, I'm 20 miles away from my family and they're texting me, they're asking, where am I safe? I don't need to be here, but we are here. Jabbar Mahan doesn't have to be up 2 or 3 in the morning. Mr. Karim doesn't have to be up 2 or 3 in the morning chatting with us to make sure that we're doing the right thing. You don't know what goes on outside your door. You are comfortable doing things under the blanket, but we, Mr. Nabot Majlis, Mr. Minar, Mr. Jamal, Sheikh Thandu, we go out in the cold, in the dark of the night, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and we put your sign. I recognize that. I salute you. We just started this new year, and because of the COVID, we cannot see each other. And many of us, as Ms. Mausumi Khan said, we are living hand to mouth. But when Mr. Uttam De and Sagar Chakrabarti, Nabod Majlis, and Mr. Thandu, they come out, Mr. Jabbar Mahan come out and pitches in so we can have 2 shingaras and a cup of tea. I salute you. My heart cries out. Please don't underestimate what we do. 3 or 4 3 or 4 national and international news media recognized us. I salute them. If you go to NPR and type in NPR in the Google, Georgia Asian commitment, Asian participation, you'll get your eyes full. If you go to Politico magazine and type in Jeff Lee on December 23rd, writing about Asian Americans in Georgia, you see Mr. Minar, Miss Millie Khan, Miss Labuni Parveen, Mr. Moni Siddiq, and her 2 daughters. I cannot say things in public, with great pain and suffering, they came out in the cold. You have to understand those.
Big shout out, big shout out.
You have to understand those. And we are there, and believe me, we talk about somebody can run over us with a truck, and it is happening day and night. You know it. So going to the street is not a piece of cake, is not a child play. Don't underestimate that. Recognize everybody. As you are calling from under the blanket at night, I salute you because you're taking your time doing that. But likewise, Mr. Nabod Majlish is going 30 miles to the countryside where there's no light, no electricity. I went with him. 4 feet away, you cannot see another person. If somebody lynched us, nobody would know. You don't know that. I salute you, Nabod Majlish. I salute you, Mr. Minar Khan. I salute you, Mr. Jim Shelley, an African-American, ex-president of Gonedden. Let's not be bashful and shy to speak the truth, how dangerous it is. As I'm talking, my wife is texting, where are you? Are you okay? And I did not reply because I'm talking over here. So I salute all of you, don't underestimate. As ambassador and others said, go to your phone back, i.e. your cell phone. You have got at least 1,000 to several thousand phone numbers in your cell phone. You have got Facebook, you have got Twitter. Don't underestimate the power of your finger. So please, I salute you. Thank you so much, Mr. Karim. You and I have walked till 1 and 2 in the morning, but the world does not know. You know, I know it. My daughter taps from the top floor, telling me to be quiet 1 in the morning, and she's rightfully doing so. My wife sends me text, when are you gonna come up and have some sleep? I don't want to get too personal. I'm a heart patient for since 2010, but I don't let it come out. Because life is a struggle. When I've decided to stay in America, I'll make the best of it. And we have got President Biden. I don't want to I can talk for 2 hours, but I'm gonna make it short right now. আপনারা দয়া করে এসে সবাই ভোট দেন। আজকে আমাদের অস্তিত্ব না, বাংলাদেশের অস্তিত্ব প্রশ্ন হয়ে গেছে। আজ থেকে 50 বছর পরে, as a philosopher Manzoor Chaudhary, mathematician, says over and over again, the person with special child with so much suffering and agony in his face, I see. আপনারা এসে ভোট দেন, নাহলে বাংলাদেশ 50 বছর পরে সাগরের তলে তলিয়ে যাবে। তখন আমাদের বাঙালিদের একটা দেশ থাকবে না, একটা মাটি থাকবে না। বলতে পারবো না যে আমাদের বাংলাদেশ আছে। আপনারা বুঝতে পারছেন না কি হতে যাচ্ছে। আপনারা এসে ভোট দেন, প্লিজ আপনারা ভোট দেন। My request to all of you, come out and vote. Our America needs us. Our president, our fatherly figure, President Biden and Ms. Harris, they need us. We don't want to handicap them in the White House. We have sent them to White House, but now we have to give them the freedom of choice, freedom of making policies, prudent policies, so we can save the earth. So send 2 senators to Washington, D.C. as a gift. Please do that. मेरा गुजारिश है सब लोगों को जो अफगानिस्तान से है, इंडिया से है, श्रीलंका से है, भूटान से है, नेपाल से है, बांग्लादेश से है, आप लोग घर से बाहर निकले। आप घर से बाहर निकले, जनवरी 5 को वोट दीजिए। ये मेरा गुजारिश है। प्लीज आप लोग सब आइए। My Chinese friend, I request you, you gave me my professional achievement. You gave me the opportunity to write a book on Chinese political economy. I recognize that. Today, I request you, Jongo, Pangyomen, Ching Nimen, Chulai, Topai, Omen Shu Yao Bisa. Megoshar Omen the 2D. Omen the 2D. Omen Ingai, Gungzo Nuli. Omen Ingai Bangzu, Omen the Megwa. Jigasar Omen the Moga. Ni Mingbaila 美国的意思一个是漂亮，所以我爱美国，你爱美国，我都是爱美国。敬你们投派，敬你们投派，感谢你，再见。Thank you so much, everybody. Sorry to take your time, but God bless you. God bless America.
Big
God
shout out to Georgia. We are with you, Georgia. You
We have
did
a good start. Very good start.
all right.
Thank you, Karim bhai.
One more time, I would like to thank Jabbar Mohan for his hard work and dedication. Without him, this meeting will not be that smooth. Thank you, Mohan bhai. Is he there? No, I think he left. Okay, I'm leaving, Mezba bhai.
No, I think Mohan bhai should be there.
সালাম আলাইকুম করিম ভাই, সালাম আলাইকুম মজিদ ভাই, দোয়া করবেন আমার সাথে অতি শীঘ্রই দেখা হবে।
অবশ্যই ইনশাআল্লাহ দেখা হবে। We are waiting for celebrating together the victory.
মোহন ভাই আছেন নাকি? উনি বোধহয় মিশিগান ডেলিগেটের সাথে দেখা করতে গেছে। উনি ফ্যামিলিকে সময় দিচ্ছে।
Okay.
Too much sacrifice we are doing.
Okay, we are leaving. Thank you very much for your time. See you soon again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Let's get back to work. God bless you all. Have a happy and healthy and a prosperous new year.